All right, folks, we're just 2 minutes away from the show we've all been waiting for, The Lion's Den. You know it's about to be crazy, interesting, and downright hilarious tonight. If you've been here before, you already know why this is one of the few shows that keeps you glued to the screen the entire time. The host, Fearless. What can I say? The man's a legend. Handsome, well-built, and an intellectual powerhouse. Quick-witted doesn't even begin to describe him. This guy handles every topic like a pro and never misses a beat. And you can't forget Keenal from Black Man Travels. Deep thinker, always dropping knowledge, bringing those big conversations that really make you sit back and reflect. He's all about opening up your mind to new perspectives. Oh, and when Ronan steps in, it's a whole different vibe. The man brings balance, discipline, and humor all wrapped into one. He's the kind of guy that can crack you up 1 second and drop wisdom the next. This is grown folks talk. No nonsense, no drama. Just real, respectful conversations. They get into the deep stuff, but they always respect everyone's viewpoint. You can trust the Lion's Den to bring real, unfiltered, adult conversations with that perfect mix of intellect and fun. You've got your popcorn ready, right? Because in just about a minute, this place is gonna light up. Get comfortable, hit that subscribe button if you haven't, and make sure you're locked in. Let's go. The Lion's Den is about to start.
All right, it's almost time. I've been waiting for this all week. Is it just me, or does time slow down when you're waiting for the Lion's Den to start?
Come on, let's go. I got things to say tonight. I'm ready to hop on the panel. You better have subscribed already. If you haven't hit that subscribe button and smash the like by now, what are you waiting for? You gotta support the Den, people.
Hit that notification bell too, unless you want to miss out and hear about it later.
This is the show you don't want to miss. Every week I'm here waiting. The energy, the conversations is about to get real.
Tick tock, I swear this is the longest minute of my life.
Tick tock, tick tock. The panel tonight's gonna be fire. I can feel it. Who's joining tonight? Let's go. Hit that subscribe button already.
Yo, grab your popcorn, grab your drink. It's about to go down. You're not ready for what's coming. I got my snacks, my drink,
And I'm locked in.
Let's get this show started.
All right. Quiet down. The show's about to start. Everyone ready?
Silence. The Lion's Den is about to begin. Let's go.
What's up, everybody? This is your boy Kanal, aka Black Man Travels, with my fellow podcasters, Rolling Travelers, and Fearless. What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Yay!
Hey, seem like you seem like you gotten situated over there in the Philippines, Mr. Roland.
Yeah, man, I'm pretty secure. I'm actually happy. It's a little surreal being here, but my situation is definitely bright. You know what I mean? I'm locked in for at least 2 months already on the expat life. I secured a 3-month lease on a property in the province where I'll be going next, but I'm locked in here in BGC for the rest of the month.
All right, awesome. How are things with you over there, Fearless?
Oh man, just celebrating Mother's Day for all the mothers I know and all the ones that say I'm their daddy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, tomorrow is Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day out there to all the women out there that are taking care of their kids. But anyway, man, we have an interesting topic. It's been a while that we had our live stream because we're all getting situated, especially with Roland, moving overseas across the globe, getting situated at an expat over there in the Philippines. But there's an interesting topic that's been floating around all across TikTok. I've been on TikTok more than I've been on YouTube as of lately. It seems like TikTok has gotten my attention, and I'm seeing a lot of crazy topics. And one particular TikToker actually went viral last weekend when he took a trip to Colombia, Cartagena in particular.
You're talking about the zesty fella.
Yeah. I mean, hey, he had a little sugar to his tank, but it is what it is. But this brother, he noticed that at the airport, and for anyone who traveled to Cartagena is the worst airport to fly into because that's the only airport to fly into. Typically, when you come in, the line to the custom line is normally long, and it's just like the last time I was there, man, I was in line for about 4 hours.
And it's small. It ain't
And
a
it's
big
small. And I mean, hey, Fearless, the line was so long. It was all the way outside on the damn with the area where the plane land and people get out the plane. It was that long, and it took us 4 hours to go through customs, man. So I can understand what he was talking about. That place being super crowded and hot. But him in particular, man, he noticed that at this airport there were nothing but guys, number of men. And he felt the need to tell, his experience there. And he was shocked that a lot of men were going to Cartagena. Maybe this is his first time going there to entertain themselves. So he put it out there on the TikTok street, and it went viral to the point where everybody's talking about it. And he made some points, some invalid points that I felt like, he's kind of like overdoing it. And we want to sit there and talk about it. We want to talk about why there's so much hate towards the passport bros. And the funny thing is, the passport bros kind of, I don't want to say fell off the topic, but it kind of went down a little bit. People kind of moved on away from it. But now the passport bro topic is getting some resurgence. And now I didn't realize, especially in TikTok, the hate for the passport bros is crazy. I didn't realize how many dudes are making posts and TikTok videos on passport bros, calling these dudes lame. You can't get a woman. You there, doing all type of crap. So let's talk about it. We want to know why there is hate and why people are making these crazy assumptions and why men are going overseas.
Well, one thing I want to say is this. A lot of the black women were saying, keep my name out of it. If you want to go there and you don't like black women, keep my name out of it. Those men ain't say nothing about black women. They was just doing their thing. They just left. So I don't know why there would be hate for them when they just said, okay, I'm checking out. I'm going to a whole nother place. I ain't even arguing about it. We just going to enjoy ourselves. So if they see that video and they see that long line, and the men if you got that many black men in the airport, they doing what they want to do. They don't care about you. They doing their thing.
I still think that people are still salty during the pandemic when the passport bros were picking up a lot of steam and people were pumping their chests and why they got a passport and why they done with America. They're gonna go overseas and find their wives, whatever. I think that rubbed a lot of people the wrong way because you have to understand people were doing this way before the passport bro was even a name.
Yep.
Social media kind of made it so grand to the point where I thought it was cringy. When I used to see these videos, dudes saying all this craziness, I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up and just live your life. But guys felt the need, hey, I got a passport now, and I'm going to go overseas, pump my chest, and find a wife. And I know what goes on overseas, but people don't know. But now people are starting to see what guys do overseas, and it's not drawing a lot of positive attention.
But what positive attention do they need? Yeah, I mean, I can understand if the guys out there, making them crazy videos like they were before, yes. But if they just like, I'm gone, man. I don't even know what the issue is anymore. They doing it. They are moving in silence,
which they should have done a long time ago. Like now, I love the fact that guys are talking about their travels differently than what they were talking about before. But I think the way they did initially when they first started, Rob, it just came off in a negative light, and it just like sometimes there's the best way to tell someone that you're done is stay silent. Mm-hmm. But we feel the need that we need to talk about our business out there. And now people know what some guys do overseas, and they're making some crazy assumptions. Like some of the stuff that I'm hearing on TikTok, it's like, what? Guys going over there dealing with underage. I'm like, what? It's like, it's just sickening. And the thing is, the people who are making these videos are not women. These are men, other men. And I'm like, dude, why do you care? Like this dude's living his life. He doesn't know you. You don't know him. Why you feel the need to talk about guys going overseas and traveling? I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's a clickbait. Maybe it gets a lot of views because one thing I do notice that when guys do those videos, they do get a lot of watch views and they do get a lot of engagement. So it's the best time to talk about it. Like, why there is the hate and why people feel to embellish what men are doing overseas.
I mean, no, I got to call you out a little bit, bro, because I remember a day where you were all pissed off about the word passport bros. You were anti-passport bro all day long.
Okay, why? Why I was
because
anti?
the reputation and the
I'm waiting.
reputation, but
I mean, people again.
What they stood for. You didn't like what they stood.
I'm all about having guys traveling. I'm all about that shit. You know, I have a website. You know, I'm a content creator as well. I want to see men travel, particularly black men traveling, because black men they don't travel like that. We just started traveling. However, it's the way you do about things.
Right.
I look at things from a marketing perspective where optics is everything. During the pandemic, man, it was a lot of fuck shit that was been posting and dudes claiming passport bros doing this and that, whatever, where I know the true history of the passport bros. But again, I was not approving of it because again, there's a way, if you're done with certain people or certain societies, dude, shut up and keep it moving. Why continue to make posts and videos about it, talking about it? And it was just negative. And I knew that it was going to hit a bad light. And guess what happened? Everything that I said it was going to happen, happened. Everything. Because again, I'm looking at it from a branding, marketing perspective. Yeah, you're going to get the attention. That's what you want, but it's not going to be positive attention.
Right.
So, I mean, honestly, I'm not hating. And again, the crazy thing, I was called a hater. Me, a hater of all people. Where I'm telling people to
What is that?
travel.
Just like something that never happens? You don't hate on anything?
No, but hater of what? For guys traveling? If I'm traveling? That's the point. It's just like the thing. I'm not gonna agree on fuck shit. I'm not. If I say, hey, listen, the way you guys going about this is the wrong way. You guys should have led with other ways than I'm traveling to go find a woman. Come on, that's the most lamest shit you could do. Now, if it happens naturally, organically, cool. But if that was the reason why you traveling through the pandemic and you felt the need to pump your chest about it, then yes, you got the attention you wanted. And guess what? Other people telling your goddamn story.
Right.
So, hey.
I mean, this is the thing I talk about all the time with, for some reason, every other culture in the world can creep around the planet, and I don't even want to use the word creep. They can go anywhere on the planet, and their women don't talk bad about them. They don't say anything, as well as their women travel all over the planet. It's something innate within the Black community. We got to call each other out. We got to police each other. It's like one person's got to be better than the next person. We got a peacock. We got a showboat. Like we never been there. Yeah, there was one thing I always learned and was mentored about. Act like you've been there before. Most of these dudes go over there and act like they ain't never been nowhere nice in their own fucking lives.
But Roland, traveling is new to a lot of black men. Black men are now just getting their passport as of 2023.
I didn't say you couldn't enjoy yourself, but come on now.
But again, within our culture, within the black culture, FBA or non-FBA, let me throw that in, we always feel the need to brag. It's the black experience. We've always feel the need to fucking brag. So guess what? When people are going to go overseas, they're going to embellish and make things more grander than what it is because they want to flex. And that's
what is it about us that we have to do that?
Because we ain't got shit.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. We don't got nothing, so we feel the need to position ourselves more grander than the next person. So guess what? Oh, I'm in Susua, not knowing that Susua got a bunch of mud ducks out there. But dudes will flex on it. Hey, I was out there, bunch of patties. No, you weren't. But from someone that's never been to DR, he's gonna paint an amazing experience, not knowing that this dude probably stay in the goddamn hotel for $25 an hour with roaches, was probably eating chicken wings every goddamn day, and just didn't do nothing. But he's gonna paint a grand story to make him look good.
What you say about this comment here? Black folks don't carry themselves with class.
I mean, play with a past what you said because men need validation. And it's true, and that's why like initially right.
That is not true. Men don't need validation. Weak men need validation. Real men don't need validation. You know what you can do. You don't need nobody to pat you on the back about what you do. You carry on life, period. So no, don't just say in general men need validation because that's some bullshit. That's a weak man that needs that mentality of getting that pat on the back and getting boosted up.
They're rolling. Then we have a lot of weak men out there.
We absolutely do. And it's a culture that's been raised for the last 30, 40 years. Why do you think that is?
Man, regardless if you were raised by a single mother or
it matters.
Parents in the household,
it matters.
And
this is exactly what he was saying. We're incredibly insecure as men. And it's exactly right because we do have a few generations of weak fucking men, mentally, spiritually, ethically, and a whole bunch of other things.
Yeah. But I think it's more of a generational thing because weak men are all across the racial group. So, but again, just going back to the topic, why there's so much hate towards the Passport Bros, and now with all the new attention that they're getting by this one particular TikToker, which he went viral, by the way. He has painted black men in a negative light possible, man. The comments that I'm reading, the piggyback TikTok videos that other men are doing to piggyback what he said and confirming, it's insane. And let's talk about it, man. It's a great topic, man. And it's like, everyone understand how I feel about this whole Passport Bro situation. Again, I'm not against it. I always felt like, hey, there's a better way for you to talk about your traveling than leading off with that. But when you say that, you pocket watching, you dick policing, I'm like, dude, I can't give you a critique. And that's something within the black community that we're not good at. We're not good at accepting criticism or even constructive criticism. So.
But what happens when you change your thing? Like, for instance, you take like Austin Holland. I don't think he made no chick videos in a long time. But they still hating on him if he just talking about life somewhere. So it's like you getting hate if you talk about women. It's getting hate if you just talk about the country. I think, didn't Ace do a video not too long ago where he was saying even his channel was getting botted and he wasn't getting the views. And and he just talks about travel. So it's almost like the people are upset that you traveling as a black man.
Well, that's always been an issue. Black man with a passport when a lot of white people back in the day didn't even have a passport and couldn't travel.
But I got a question. Why is it though, like we say, why is it the black women and black men is hating on the Passport Bro? First, let's talk about the black men. Why they hating on another man for just leaving?
Me personally, I think you should be happy that I'm leaving because that's more women for you. I'm not your competition, so you should be happy. If anything, if you're a domestic player. If more guys going overseas, that's better for you. That's more women for you. So why are you hating? You should congratulate the brother. Like, yeah, go overseas, man. That's more women for me. So I never understood the math behind that, man. I'm like, well, why do you care? If you single, I mean, you got more pussy to pick from.
Right.
But I guess they want everybody to be in the same situation.
But my thing is this viral TikTok video. What you have to question the motivation behind the zesty dude wanting to put that in. We talked about this, and I don't know. BMT Live has done a live. I think even Fearless, you did a live earlier this week about this guy. At the end of the day, that culture is known to just want to start drama.
Yeah.
Obviously he did that for clicks and views because he knows that's a hot topic. And he knew at that situation, it was a prime thing because how many Rainbow Coalition dudes, traveling down to Cartagena for any apparent reason?
They going there. They're going there.
Okay, I don't know. I've never been.
No, but they
There's a
are
culture
going there. I'm confirming that they are, and they go there, do their thing.
Okay, so there is a culture down there for them too.
Yes, Dominican Republic, Brazil, bunch of them go there, and they have their own unique audience that they're entertained as well.
Okay, so he going down there to do dirt too. So why are you sitting there telling on the black man when you, a Rainbow Coalition dude, going down there to do your own dirt?
Hey, like you said,
I guess he was just surprised. How because
Why?
sometimes
You're not surprised you down there. You're not surprised you down there. Why are you surprised somebody else down there?
Because usually when they travel, it's like, where they go, it might just be one of them on a plane.
Yeah.
More in that group is, and they kind of flamboyant. So they hang around that crew. He just went there, and I guess he was overwhelmed by the amount of brothers, that because it's easy to talk about a story, to say, oh, guys are traveling, guys are doing this. And when you get off the plane and you like, God damn, it's black central.
Yeah.
But it's true though. It's true though. Because like for instance, when I fly into the Dominican Republic, I live, my wife family lives in the North Coast. So we flying into Puerto Plata. When you fly into Puerto Plata, that's near Sosúa. So man, I kid you not, you don't realize how many brothers are there until you're in the airport. So we're all going because I'm like, all number brothers. I'm like, God damn. And you can see the ladies working, talking, whispering to each other, like, oh, they're going to Sosúa. They all going to Sosúa. They're all going to Sosúa. It's probably the same way in Cartagena. It's like, oh, they're all going to the clock tower. So, yeah, it's just different. You see, it could be a big surprise for anyone that sees that for the first time. To see a lot of brothers, going to one particular destination. The airport is full. And yeah, that could be a shock for a lot of people.
Look, I tell you what was a shock for me. I was coming back from DR and I'm in the airport and I'm like, God damn, man, are all these black women sick? I seen 20 wheelchairs lined up because all of them had surgery. BBL, something, and they all in the wheelchair. And when you walk through the aisle, they're not sitting in their seat. They look like they praying on the chair because I guess they can't sit down.
Yeah, they can't sit down. Yeah.
And you see 20 of these black women, and you're like, God, all y'all come down here for, I'm coming down for spring break. Y'all coming down for BBLs.
They coming down for major surgery.
Fearless. I kid you not. I was in Santo Domingo flying back home. There were about at least 50 women being pushed on chairs. 50. Yep. They're all on the same flight. Spirit Airlines. I'm a huge fan of Spirit Airlines. Spirit Airlines, please sponsor me. I'm a low flight flyer. But yeah, they were all flying with Spirit Airlines. They're all being pushed to the damn gate. All 50 plus. And all sisters. 50. All sisters and Latinas. I was like, damn, it's that big. Yeah, Santo Domingo has become the new capital hub for surgery, and a lot of women are going to Santo Domingo to have surgery.
So I guess how that surprised Tim was how it surprised me. I knew that women were doing it, but when you see it all in one flight, all at one place,
yeah,
I'm like, wow, this is ridiculous. And it wasn't a cute one in the bunch. Like,
I mean, you have to understand, most of the women that are having that surgery, they're probably up there in the mid-40s, late 30s. They don't care about the face too much. They just care about having a big butt and a small waist.
Good.
And again, it's like they just do whatever it takes to get that look. And the thing is, so many of them are dying during that process.
Never trust a big butt and a smile. That girl is poison.
But yeah, man. But anyway, hey, do we have those videos uploaded yet? Because I can't see.
I cannot download them, man. You might have to share. Can you share?
I can't share because the audio, for some reason, whenever I play, you can't hear the audio.
I can't download them. I've tried several different ways. Without the link, it just does not
If I didn't
Love
switch
it.
over phones, I wouldn't have downed my my WhatsApp is how I only have it on one phone. I can't split it.
That's all good. That's all good. But anyway, guys, I mean, I want to know, based on all the viewers that's actually watching this, like, what are your thoughts of this whole hating situation? Like, why do you feel other men hating other men for traveling overseas for whatever reason?
I don't know if it was a jealousy. What I would say, you know, what I hate. This is what I hated. I ain't gonna lie, I hate it. I just hate it when they brought undue attention to themselves, meaning throw money in the clubs, act ignorant. And I'm just not even saying black men. There's a video of a black woman in Dominican Republic. She's on it looked like a cruise of some sort. And she's throwing pineapples. She's throwing, you know, all this stuff off this man's business. And you're like, man, it just make, you know, it's sad that they were talking about brothers making you look bad, but how many sisters go their ways and act ignorant in them other countries and look just as bad? So I'm not sure why they point the brothers out. The brothers are going for one reason. The chick's been doing it for a long time. That's why they go to Jamaica and get mud on their butt.
Damn, not the mud on the butt. Yeah,
I mean,
I know what you mean.
Just going back to the whole situation about bringing attention of themselves. Like, one thing that the guy did highlight it, which a lot of guys do admit, and even I've shared this many times. Guys wearing these big ass, gaudy, fake ass jewelry. It's like, dude, why are you wearing these fake jewelry to draw so much attention to yourself? Then when you get robbed, you want to play tough. Like, why do you feel like you need to make it rain in these places? The mere fact that you're there, that tells you have money, at least have some type of income. But why feel the need to make it rain, wear fake jewelry, feel the need to be seen?
No, don't bring it up.
There's a lot of factors that plays in it, and I think that's what caused a lot of hate. But also, too, a lot of the hate that we get are from the people from that country that live in the States. Like, you got a lot of dudes from Dominican dudes will hate on black dudes going to their country. Oh, why are you going to our country and all this shit? And same thing for Colombia. They don't like to see brothers in their country. And I'm noticing that a lot through TikTok. Like, TikTok is an amazing platform, man. You can see people true hate on that goddamn platform.
They said it's the second. I was just reading something about it or listening to a video, and it was saying how YouTube was supposed to be just something you watch. TikTok was more of a search engine, because when you search a video, you find exactly what you're looking for.
Right.
Yeah, well, shit. And the TikTok algorithm, man, you watch one video, next thing you know, you got like 60 videos that they're recommending. The same thing. So you can easily fall into these rabbit holes.
All right, fellas, I got some videos loaded so we can go into some of these. And I'll start trying to download a few more. But I'll go ahead and start off with this one that basically Kunal sent over.
So this young lady is asking, if passport bros can buy cat in the United States, why do they go overseas? Here's why. Number one, we found peace overseas. I've never been more at peace when I've traveled to places that the passport bros go, like Colombia or Thailand or the Philippines or Kenya or Ghana. Black men are not at each other's throats there. They love each other. They're smiling at each other. When you greet and meet a black man in Colombia, it's usually greeted with a smile, a handshake, and an offer of help and information of any kind that brother might need. We're not afraid that the police is going to eliminate us for nothing. They look just like us. The second reason is because the women there are softer, more feminine, kind. They're not obese, and they're good to us. They absolutely adore us. And to the contrary, the women that really actually are into us, they're not asking us for money. They don't need anything from us except for time, attention, and that other thing that most black men got that's really good. And the third reason is because our money goes longer there and there's investment opportunities. So we can take $100,000 from America, and that is the same as having $500,000 there. Think how many houses we can buy, how many properties, how many businesses we can open. Think how much we can do by taking that money and putting it in a place where that money automatically quintuples. That's your answer. We're not just going anywhere for one reason. We're going to find a better life. That's what Passport Bros are about, finding a better future, because our future isn't here.
Now, this guy just started traveling. I mean, he's trying to position himself as an expert, but he's not. I called him out a few times on his TikTok about that. But I understand the premise, where he's taking this. If Passport Bros would have started off with that during the pandemic, that would have been a perfect storyline to use. But we did it. They chose, hey, we're going to go find a woman that is fit, feminine, and friendly. The same shit that everyone else is talking about in the States. And you have to keep in mind, the climate back then was not all that positive. So when you constantly spear that type of content for 3 years straight, people want to see your downfall. So when they start hearing guys getting scoped, drugged, robbed, killed, guess what people were doing in the States? They were celebrating that shit. So, yeah, we're traveling for more than that for the box. There's a lot of multiple reasons why we're traveling. And also, too, because we can. And why do you care?
Not all of us, though. I know some brothers who, and it's sad, I know some brothers who have been to DR, and all they know is from the airport to Sosua, they know to strip on Sosua and to walk to Sosua Beach. Outside of that, they may know what's that popular place that everybody, the hotel or place that everybody goes, like either Terra Linda or
Terra Linda
or the other one. That's all they know. They know nothing else. And I'm like, man, how can you go to a whole country and stay in a 5-block radius? Some of them are just scared. You know, some of them are just afraid to go anywhere. They comfortable there and can't explore outside. That is the people that really give Passport Bros a bad name. That you've lost your mind because you have not had anything in the States, and now you feel like this kid in the candy store, somebody's giving you some attention, and you don't know how to handle yourself because you've never been there before. Those are the guys that are dangerous, and the guys that make it bad for everyone. If you've had it and you've had those beautiful ones, you might admire it, but you know the next time you come, you're gonna have another one anyway.
I mean, Fearless. These are the same guys that get the most views, though. These are the guys that gets all the attention. These are the guys that get the most cash apps, the most donations. Shit, they get their damn trip paid for and sponsored.
I'm gonna tell you why. Let me tell you why. Because nobody gonna root for you, Kanal. The reason is you done it. You a handsome man. You 6 foot tall. You built. You well income. It would. All right. Let's look at social media. And this is what tripped me out with social media. When I seen that somebody like Phil Heath. Do you know who Phil Heath is?
Yes, sir.
All right. Phil Heath was a 7-time Mr. Universe winner. And I thought, man, when I compared Phil Heath and somebody else, just somebody you wouldn't know, just a YouTube influencer, I said, how can this YouTube influencer get more views and more likes and more followers than Phil Heath? And then it broke it down to me. See, Phil Heath is unattainable. That regular guy that got somebody, I may be able to be like him. Now let me break this down how this go. You a 6-figure dude, you 6 foot, you suave, you are unattainable to somebody like a Floyd. Floyd, they can't be like you, and they know they can't. But to a Floyd, Jay Rillo is on his level. Jay Rillo is an unattractive hood dude. Well, if Jay Rillo can do it, I can do it. See, you unrelatable. Jay Rillo,
I guess. I mean,
is relatable.
You know what? I never saw it that way because there's a guy called NYC Future.
NYC,
Man,
the future. Yeah.
whatever his name is, man. I try to watch that video, man. I didn't understand not a single word he said, and I'm like,
That's straight New York.
whatever. I'm like, but yeah, this dude's getting donations, getting views. I'm like, and he's showing a bunch of mud ducks staying in a hole in the wall hotel. I'm like, slumming that shit out, man. Slumming. Like, guys, if you're gonna travel, don't slum that shit, man. It's embarrassing, man. Like, stay your ass home. I don't, you know what? One thing I've noticed too, I think a lot of New York dudes, man, they love slumming that shit overseas. Hey, you know what? If you're from New York, you take offense to what I said. Oh well, because I'm speaking the truth.
Well, brother,
I've been traveling. Hold on. I'm going to ruffle some feathers here. I'm speaking the truth here. Most of these dudes from the East Coast that travel to these countries, particularly y'all in Colombia, they slum that shit out, man. They like, bro, maybe because you used to living like that in New York.
That's what I'm saying, Kano. Do you know anybody that lives in New York? In New York?
That shit's horrible, man.
I know a chick that live in New York that paid $2,500 for a room in a place. Like say you got a 3-bedroom apartment. She paying for the room. She ain't paying for the apartment. Damn. So when they go somewhere and they slumming it, that's not slumming it to them, bro. That's living long.
That's everyday life.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, and it's just like slumming, mud ducks just look dusty. But yet they get the most views, man. And I'm like, wow.
Here. There's Jay Clyde right there on point. $17 a night Airbnbs with no security overseas. They slumming it and they going to the cheapest place they can to make it happen.
Because those dudes, their resources is not about where they stay. They trying to spend as much resources on a chick as they can. That's it. Nothing else.
Hugh Stevens said dusted
and disgusted.
I don't know, man. I think it's the East Coast thing. I don't know, man. It's just like people that I've met over the years, man.
Gotta play that.
20 years of traveling. Most of these guys tend to slum it big time. A lot of East Coast guys, man. I never understood that shit, man. And they will brag about, oh, I'm paying $15 a damn day. I'm like, nigga, you paying? That's not a flex. It's like, bro, it's like.
If y'all know how much I've already invested for 2 months already here.
How much?
I'm locked in for 2 months already. $1,600 on this spot alone.
Man, look. One thing I learned long time ago.
Month, and then next month it's way less because I've already got a 3-month agreement on it. But a man should secure a place to live first, and it should be a place that's reputable and safe. The fuck y'all doing? But again, that's a weekend warrior mentality versus somebody that's trying to live in a country and is expatting and thinking long term.
I'm sorry. My pushback. If
you're down there running and gunning, you ain't looking to try to be comfortable.
I wouldn't even call that a damn weekend warrior. That's embarrassing. That's fucking pathetic. Like, dude, that's not a flex because I've known guys that will fly into DR and stay in a fucking cabana.
Damn.
Fearless.
On the beach?
No, Fearless. You know those cabanas?
No, hold up. I can't. Let me talk about cabanas.
Wait. Okay.
I have no idea what y'all talking about. What is that shit?
Okay. Cabana is a place that you go there to smash a chick and leave. That's it. You rent it.
I've stayed in a cabana, so I can't. But here's the difference. No. I've stayed in a cabana, meaning I've been in Santo Domingo, and I'm like, fuck, man. I've partied at Venezuela Avenue.
Oh, that's different though.
I'm saying it's 2:30 in the morning. I'm like, I'm not driving to Santiago.
But that's different. That's different. I'm talking about someone planning a trip and they staying there for a week.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I've known guys who've done this, man. I'm like, they will literally stay in a cabana, and I'm like, bro, you know that's a sex room.
Yeah. So let me explain to people who don't know what a cabana is. All right.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
All right. So it looks like a little resort. And not resort. No, let me take that back. You drive in and all you see is garage doors. That's it. Because what happens is the garage doors are raised. You drive your car in the garage door. You close it. And then inside it's like a pay for hour motel.
Yeah.
So you can pay for 3 hours, you can pay, overnight. And what happens in Latin American countries, especially Dominican Republic, everybody at your house. So your grandmama live with you, your mama live with everybody there. So in order to have privacy, people have to go to like a hourly motel. So, they serve food, they serve drinks. You can get a nice one. They got a jacuzzi and all of those things. But it's meant to be for a temporary stay, either by the hour or you can stay overnight. Like I've stayed overnight because I just didn't, like, maybe my flight got in and I was like, I'm not driving. I did not want to drive in DR late. Yeah. Too many things go on. They calling you at 7 o'clock like, hey, it's time for your ass to check out. So there's no way that I could think of you staying there. It's cheap. I will say that. I could stay like that's $17 a night. At 1 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock in the morning. Like, shoot, yeah, I'll pay this $17 just to crash. But it's not a place that you live in, and that's what those dudes do, which is just crazy,
diabolical. but that's what happened, and it's just like, and the funny thing is they live stream it from that place. I'm like, are you serious? But that's what draws people attention, man, and you can't blame when you put that type of content out there and people make fun of you because of that. You can't get mad. You put yourself out there.
That's crazy work. I can't even see myself subject myself to that type of environment. Look, these dudes running around here like that.
Man, there's a lot of dusty dudes with passports, man.
Even when I was young, I would never travel like that. Even when I was young.
Hey, man, it's a different mentality now, man. People don't take pride, like you said. That validation, they want to be seen, and now with social media, that clout is power. People want that, man. And you have someone like Jay Rello that lost his channel at least over 10 times. He starts a new one because he loves the attention that he's getting. And guess what? People gonna pay for that because that's a crash out. So they're gonna pay for that crash out to provide that content while overseas, not understanding that he's putting himself in danger.
All fact.
I do have to understand the mentality because I like I said, I think what happened was, like you said, during the pandemic, you had somebody like a Kevin Samuel saying, hey, get a submissive woman. Well, I think the brothers tried here in the States, and it became very difficult for them to find that type of woman. And so that's when they started leaving. And, with the airlines being cheap and they could go somewhere, guys just lost their mind. It was just, they lost their mind. I think prior to that, it was a good crew that used to travel because you would get, guys would hint to it. Like, man, like even when I went, I was like, bruh, I can't even explain it to you. You just got to go. But that was it. It was almost like a secret club that you would talk about, but there really wasn't no pictures you could post, And I think I'll say something to, I think they had said something on here. Tyler Fa, he said, Zayas. He said, how many of these men have time to learn Spanish or whatever language? Well, you got to understand that a lot of the older guys traveled when there was no such thing as Google Translate, man. There was none of that.
Man, so when I was traveling shit back in 2010, there was none of that, man.
Yep.
You just had to wing it. And that's the thing when people say, oh, you got to know the language. Fuck that. Just go. Use common sense. You don't have to wait to learn a new language to travel to experience a new country. It's like you don't need all of that. That's why it kills me when the guys tell me, hey, before you go to Brazil, learn Portuguese. Man, when I went to Brazil, I ain't know a goddamn thing about Portuguese. I learned as I go.
You think all the guys that was in the military, we knew every language of every country we hit a fucking port in? Hell no. You winged it, like you said, Kanal. You did what you needed to do. You smiled. You won some hearts and minds, and you got whatever you got. You know what I mean? But I have to go with Hugh. He goes, I also think men equate self-worth to having some buns. And not even quality buns, just to say they got quantity, not quality.
Ducks. I'm seeing the quality women that these guys are posting. Oh my God. I'm like, really? You travel way over there for that? You could have stayed in Boston, New York, whatever city you're
Let's
from.
get into some of these other videos. I got them all downloaded. So,
Yeah,
is there any that you want me to particularly point out? No, that the ones.
No, just go ahead and play it, man.
Every passport bro I know in the real world is an American bottom feeder in our dating pool, okay?
Whoa. When American women hate the fact that they're losing out on potential partners because men are deciding to sail ship or hop in the plane and fly over to another country to find a woman that may be more suitable for his needs. They don't like it. We don't like it at all. Just laugh, fellas. Just laugh, because who winning?
So what y'all for?
Just to look pretty, sit pretty. Yeah.
And do nothing.
Basically, yeah.
Go get a job, get 3 jobs. My man has 2 jobs. Go get 7 jobs and 2 side hustles to buy me the things that I want because I'm a woman.
Complains.
What'd she say? We seen that clip before.
About gold diggers while he has no gold.
And I only want to deal with guys that's paying bills. I am a gold digger. I don't care. What
Openly admitting it. Okay.
do I bring to the table? Excellent question.
Let me guess.
I am the table.
And I think that's what happened. A lot of guys are facing that. Women started throwing around this 6-figure man, and they wasn't doing anything. They wanted to be supported. And a lot of the men, found out that more bang for my buck is overseas. I can eat better. I can do all of these things better. Why not just go there? I don't think you had to hate on black women or women in the States to do it. The best revenge is just silence going out. And a lot of women starting to see it. When guys aren't showing up to events and they just no longer even want to pay for dates and they're just kind of checking out. That's what happens. But I think they could have been done in silence. And you don't have to hate on them. I don't know of any man who, and maybe I'm wrong, are there a group of men out there that hate on women that travel?
Not particularly. No.
So men are saying, oh, go to Jamaica. Or,
you care what y'all do. Y'all want to go down there on a nasty ass river, have a dude slather you down and then put a bag over his shit and fuck you. Unsanitary as it is, that's on y'all.
I mean, never even had an issue.
The mere fact that she started off with men that go overseas are bottom feeders. But you sure take the time to talk about bottom feeders. And this is where I go, and this is why I always say, like, listen, if you're done with something, why are you continuing to talk about it?
Right.
So you took the time to create content around bottom feeders, which you don't care for, but you really do care for because they left.
And I think there was a video and this is what's happening. There was a video of a girl in Atlanta. They were on the app, are you dating my man? And the girl posted this dude, and it was like 10 women saying, yes, I'm dating him. And one woman was like, oh yeah, we sleep together and he don't like to use condoms. Another one, and the other one was like, I'm not going to stop sleeping with him. So all those women were with the same dude. They found out about it
and still didn't give it.
Yep. So that's what's happening. They're getting to the point where either the guys are checking out or the guys that are not checking out are just running through them.
Go with the next one.
Mm-hmm.
And they can. I mean, understand this. Here in Atlanta, majority of women are going for the rich African, the rich Nigerian that's running scams all over the place, the scammer, the so-called corporate thug that owns a record label. There's a certain prototype of guys that they're going for here in Atlanta. And they're all fucking the same dudes. While the other set of men that tend to be more the nerdy or just regular Joe Blow are just not getting no attention. I see that shit all the time when I go out.
Yeah.
And everybody wants nowadays 6 feet is short. They want 6'5" or better. They want to make sure everyone has a beard. Not everyone can grow a beard. Everybody got to have a beard now. Be 6'5" or better. Got to have this car. So when you have that many women targeting this particular small audience of men, these men have the pick of the litter. They can do whatever they want. And hence why the HIV and STDs rate has gone up, has skyrocketed here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
They fucking the same dude.
Uh-oh, you're hitting some hot buttons now.
But it's the truth, though. But then again, you worrying about a man going overseas, getting his dick wet, but yeah, you was not going to satisfy him. So let him do him, and you do you. You want that, that far-reaching man that you're never going to have, but you think you're going to have it because you got a lot of likes on TikTok or on Instagram. So guess what? You're going to hate on the dude that you don't even care for? It just doesn't make any sense, man.
Right.
So
Here we go with the
next feeder situation. That's an insult, man. It's like, really? So you can travel, you could go on fly me out type of dates and shit. But then if a man does it, oh, he's wrong for that.
I mean, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. If your sole purpose for going to the Dominican Republic, Brazil, Colombia, etc., just for vagina, you need to be studied. Yeah, you do, because you doing all that just to go for vagina. You could do that in the United States. It might be a little bit expensive. You get your money up. But I'm not here to tell another man how to spend his money. But don't come over here and act like you're him. It's just because of you're paying for services. They're nice to you. They don't love black men. They don't care about black men. They're not treating black men like kings. No. You're paying for the services. Man, you all gotta stop, man.
Yo, I got this, guys. I got this. I gotta sit up, man. Hold on, man. Let me sit up, man. I got this shit, dog. From a non-FBA to another non-FBA, shut the fuck up, bro. Your ass in no position to say shit. Continue to learn how to speak English, and once you get your English game up, then you can talk. The fact that you care, you take the time to care what other men are doing, that makes you a bitch. And the thing is, you trying to do that at flex, trying to get some pussy points, but you're not gonna get any pussy points. And you say get your game up, get your money up, nigga. I can tell you don't got money. So it's just like you saying shit, just the same shit, but you don't understand. Like you could go back to your country and deal with the same women and get a damn currency discount because you know damn well whatever country that you from, that American dollar is gonna get you some pussy. So what's the difference?
I say if that dude is spending money, see what he don't understand is he can spend the money and get a girl in the States. But even if he wants, like if he's saying, oh man, I want a nice girl, at least lie to me. The girls here don't even lie to you. They just treat you bad. They're just gonna treat him bad. At least there, he may know I'm paying for it. But let's say this.
He is paying for it when he goes back home. He doesn't have no mouthpiece. He's paying for it when he gets back home because guess what? You're from the States now. You have money, and I bet you anything he probably goes back home trying to position himself more than what he is, which a lot of guys do. I'm gonna call them out, all y'all fucking Caribbean people, African people. When y'all go back home, y'all try to flex that American way of life onto your own people, trying to position yourself better than them. So you throw them damn dollars. You're not throwing your fucking country currency. You throwing dollars. So guess what? You paying for that pussy.
But here go the difference. I've gotten a steak here in the States. I'm going to Fogo tomorrow. It's just they bring it out to everybody. When I go to Carne de Andreas in Bogota, and I get the tomahawk, man, they like celebrate. Now that's kind of how I feel here. It's like they come out, they clapping, they got the can, they got everything going on. That's how kind of brothers feels like they're like, yeah, I can get some in the States, but damn, I don't even get the care. It's like the wham bam. Thank you, man. They ain't even pretending they like me. They just counting the minutes for me to get up. So guys,
It's no
they
different
paying
in here.
for it.
I mean, how many women here in this country are using guys for dinner dates? They got your number saved as a sucker.
Absolutely.
Sucker meal. A meal sucker. And it's just like they know when to call your ass.
They got a
on
meal
Friday
sucker,
or
they
Saturday.
got a car
You got
sucker,
paid.
they got to run around town and go shopping sucker. They got at least 10 of you ninjas in their phone for random ass things that they want, aside for the guy that's in her phone that says blow your back out night.
Dude, I've shared this story with you guys. When I was in graduate school in Chicago, I was dating this badass chick, right? This dude was a lawyer. A brother was a lawyer. He used to love, drive his Range Rovers, make sure like he's a big time dude. So guess what she did? While I'm getting head from her, she put the dude on the speaker and told the dude, like, hey, listen, can you bring me some food? Dude went to go buy some food. He said, hey, I got a friend here too. Can you hook her up as well? She ordered the meal for me. She went downstairs, got the goddamn meal, and brought it back up to me. So it's like this dude saying that, hey, get your money game up. Like, bro, don't get played for a sucker here.
Yeah. You can get your money game up, and they still got that dude, like I said, for late night booty calls. You ain't him.
Yeah. And he tried to use that. Again, bro, listen, from a non-FBA to a fellow non-FBA, bro. Like, bro, shut up, man. Shut up. You still learn the way and the culture of this country, man. Sit back and continue to learn. You're no in position to say anything. Like, shut up.
Okay. Let's go to the next thing.
I fuck with y'all FBA people, man. I mean, I fuck with y'all.
Okay.
Y'all my people, man.
You one of the cool ones.
I'm one of the cool ones. Hey man, it's all good. I just don't like clown shit, man. It's like, bro, you just got here, man. Slow your roll, bro. Like, still learn the language.
All right, here we go.
All right, so I seen my dog Jeff make a video about the Passport Bros, and I just want to add my little 2 cents into the conversation. You know what? I used to support the Passport Bros. I used to be like, oh man, yeah, y'all go over there, man. These hoes don't act right over here, man. But you want to know what my thought is about the Passport Bros? You know what I think about the Passport Bros, man? I think y'all just don't get no hoes. Passport Bros just don't get hoes in their area. So they switch countries to try to get a hoe that doesn't even fucking speak English and try to marry her and bring her back over here, not knowing that she's a whore over there, though. Like my thing is, bro, women act the same everywhere. It's not just America. Like, hoes are gonna be hoes, bro, and women are gonna be women. Y'all are going over there to the DR paying for the cheeks, bro. Being a Passport Bro is lame. Not gonna lie. And I'm sorry, I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this one. But bro, being a Passport Bro must suck, bro. When I hear y'all say, oh, Western women, they just, they're masculine, all I hear is, I don't get hoes on the West. That's all I hear, bro.
All right, I was gonna say something, but I had the floor for too long, so I'm gonna let you guys ride, and I'm gonna follow up.
That dude ain't never traveled.
Yeah, very much. Oh man, like.
Oh man, we got one of the Passport Bro authoritarians in here. Hey, stop hating on the tethers who love American, proud Nigerian, Georgian, Jamaican tether. That's a running joke because everybody thinks BMT's not FBA.
No, I mean, you serious? I know you know that.
And I know you gave a shout out, Ronan, but I also want to give a shout out to Mr. Smith. Thank you, sir. I know he is sponsoring brothers at the first of the month. He did a round trip for the Cash Apps. I was one of those recipients. So I want to give a shout out to that brother for just supporting the channel just because. Thank you, Mr. Stephen Smith, for that. That is much appreciated, my brother. Happy Mother's Day to you and your family. And I'm glad that you are a faithful watcher and a supporter.
All All right, man. You know what? I'm on tonight, man. It is what it is.
Yeah, man. Go ahead and get it out. It's been a minute for you. So
yeah,
come on,
it's all good. I mean, again, guys, I want to make it clear. I got nothing against Passport Bros. Everyone know I've been a constructive criticizer. Again, I just felt like, hey, the messaging was not right in the beginning, but now, there's a big shift, a big pivot in how they position themselves, which is awesome. My issue now is not with Passport Bros, but the people hating on them. And these are the people that never travel, that never gone anywhere, that just speaking out of assumptions. This dude keep on saying that they can't get hoes. You're right. I don't get hoes. I get women. So while you continue to target, there's a big difference. So yeah, you can get the hoes. I get women. And it's just like, I don't put myself in a situation where I'm around certain tier of people. So the fact that you can sit in your car and you can make a comment and make wild assumption thinking that men are traveling simply for that, it's crazy. And for someone myself who is married to a foreigner, it's not that easy to bring them back in the States. This whole assumption thinking that, you could just bring them back in the States. You know how expensive that shit is?
They don't
Time consuming, fucking interviews, back and forth flight. You got to meet this person, meet that person, take this drug test. Dude, it's not as easy as everyone think it is. So this whole thing, she gonna marry for a green card and leave it. Listen, it takes time. It takes years. It doesn't happen overnight. Okay, BMT Live, stop ducking this debate.
BMT, do you want to come up, man?
Hey, you know what? Listen, I reached out to I reached out to BMT privately. Hey, listen, let's you and I could do a show.
Hey, I got his email right now. I can send him the
I got his information already. I reached out to him.
Do you want me to send him a link?
Wait, hold up. No, BMT gonna talk his shit. Guess what? I reached out to him privately. I said, hey, listen, let's you and I do a show. Me versus you. And you can ask me any questions you want, and I can ask you any question you want, and we'll just be transparent. Yeah, we'll do it someday. I never got that someday.
But we're gonna make it happen right now.
Now I'm gonna try to tell these brothers right now.
DMT, look at your email.
Let me warn y'all. We done had a lot of dudes come for us, and we done smacked them up and down. And I think one was who my man?
Are talking about the Lions Den. Now we don't play.
Yeah, I mean, who came for me, Ronan? I had to go ahead and smack him down.
Man, too many.
What was my man's name?
Too many. But
no,
I'm trying to remember who was it.
I just had a debate with him on he want to be authoritarian with the women.
Oh, you talking about? Oh man, you're not talking about Rob. You talking about No Excuse?
Yeah, No Excuse. Now, I'm letting y'all know when y'all come for us, we gonna be ready, and we don't like to embarrass y'all, but when y'all come, we will smack you down and make you look bad and make you. He came twice. The first time I ran through him,
and that's 3 times. Yeah, no, there's 3 times that he came through. He's come through 3 times, and each time for some reason he felt like he didn't sound exactly right.
But his last time, he knew he didn't. It was over. He gave up he was no mas midway through. He was like,
hey,
matter of fact, he changed his whole strategy and all. He was like, well,
come on. He said he at the gym. He ain't gonna come up.
No, I mean, the thing is, shout out to BMT again. That shit, I fuck with. I mean, I love his content now. Before, I was not a big fan of his content because I felt like
he defending y'all for real tonight. He is actually trying to.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, I fuck with Passport Bros, man. I understand what you guys are doing,
which is a big switch because the other year.
No, I mean, I didn't like the fuck
all
shit.
Up in the ad.
Wait, hold up. They cleaned it up. They cleaned it up. Now it's okay. This is something I can stand behind on, and like, all right, cool. Keep pushing it. Like I said. And BMT knows I reached out to him privately, like, yo, me versus you. What's up?
And here's the thing, I don't think that they cleaned it up. I think what happened was the dudes who was going over there on the fuck shit, it just got tired. It's like, yeah, okay, I'm on the fuck shit. Now what? And then now what is where they at now? They evolve.
No, you got to.
I mean, my thing is this. Like, I just felt that at the time, it was just too many flexing the wrong things. But now there's more better storytelling, more people telling about what really goes down in these countries. And again, the No Excuses of the World, the BMTs, they're doing a great job now. It's like I stand behind their content. I was like, yeah, this is cool because guess what? I'm out the game. I can't do shit now. But at the same time, I can support what you guys are doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I could watch by the sideline. I could agree and disagree. But this whole notion about people who don't understand why we travel, and there's multiple reasons why we're traveling, but you're making wild, crazy assumptions based on no proof, no receipts, and no real life experience of traveling. Like, shut the fuck up, man. It's like, dude, you have no say in this conversation.
You know, a lot of them just don't even know what happens, man. They and their only frame of reference is YouTube.
Yeah, this whole notion
that's
about
the whole thing.
The green card is that easy. It's not that fucking easy, especially now Trump in office. Man, people are getting damn deported left and right due to false marriages. And it's just like, it's not that easy, man. It's like people think that you could just get married and bring them over here. It takes years, and it costs. You will pay out of the pocket for that.
Yeah, they don't know. Now, you pay.
Let me
for
read
everything.
this. Let me read this super chat out real quick. This is 15 Israeli dollars or whatever. I don't know what they call that specifically. He says, salute from Israel to the best, the trio on the YouTube, Ronan. And I guess he said, I saw you on your video in BGC. Yeah, I am finally here in the Philippines. For those that don't know and just joined, I got here Tuesday of this week. I'm actually 13 hours ahead or 12 hours ahead East Coast time. So it's already Sunday afternoon for me. You guys are going to bed. I'm already up. So happy Mother's Day. Haha. But I'm here by myself. But yeah, I'm here in BGC for the next month or till the end of the month. And then I'm going to go out to the province area where my girl is at.
Let me address something with Generation Love real quick. So what happened was, I will say this, when I first started traveling back in the day to Dominican Republic, here was my thoughts. All the women was fine. I mean, it was whatever reference you liked. If you like lighter skin, you had it. If you like darker skin, you had it. Bodies, beautiful. Women, fine. The thing was, and there was a dude who kind of taught me this girl I was dating at the time. She was like, yeah, you got to talk to my brother. And the brother was, look, they don't care. The guy's mentality in DR at that time was, I can get another you in the next 5 minutes. When everybody is the 8, 9, or 10, beauty becomes nothing. It's like, It's like if you have a Mercedes, yeah, if you're the only one to have a Mercedes. But if everybody driving a Mercedes, your Mercedes isn't that special anymore. So the women there were like, okay, my looks don't get me anywhere because everybody looks like me. What else can I do to make sure that I can get a man? That became education, and that became very submissive and being a house, like a traditional woman, to take care of their man. In the United States, it's the opposite. In the United States, everybody kind of looking average. So when you see a beautiful woman, she gets all the attention. She gets all of that. So she doesn't have to have an education. She just look good. She can be dumb as a doornail and still get men, can't speak a lick of educated English, but she can get men just because she look good. So I say it's completely different when you go to those other countries, especially when there's beautiful women, because beauty no longer becomes something the women can compete with. They have to offer something else.
Facts. And
it's true.
I can say this, man. Some of the most beautiful women that I've seen in my travels across the globe have been deep in the sticks, countryside.
Mm-hmm.
10 roof houses. They come out of that, man. I'm like, oh my God. Not see the things people focus on the tourist areas, the big cities. No, hit up the smaller cities.
Mm-hmm.
When I say, oh my goodness, like, wow, just stunning. No makeup, just walk around with some damn ragged ass sandals. But the thing is, there's so many of them that's like, for them, they just feel like they're just average Joe Blows.
Yep.
But to us, we seeing them as like, man, if you were to come down to the States, you're being picked up by a damn baseball player, NFL player, NBA player, whatever. But again, when that country's a norm to have people looking a certain type of way, it's just an everyday look. But for us, you know, we make shit more branded than what it is. We go there, hit up a tourist city or a big city and think that, hey, wow, this is crazy. Then you want to bring that same American mentality to those countries. And that's something I never understood. It's like, yo, the whole main reason why you left the U.S. is to get away from the whole American state of mind and behavior. But you bring that same shit with you to these countries. You go out there, fuck with their cousins, fuck with the sisters, fuck with the moms. Then you cheating. Then you playing slick shit. You like the same bullshit behaviors you were doing in the States. Take it overseas and do it there.
Mm-hmm.
Then people start realizing like, yo, these dudes are not serious.
Let me ask you a question. What's the longest you spent like in DR at one time? Or even over a year?
2 months.
Let's just say after that 2 months, do you see that you don't even look at the women the same?
They all look the same.
No, what I'm saying is like when you first go someplace, like, damn,
bro.
When you there, like when I was in DR for a month, it wasn't no more damn. It had to be somebody extraordinary.
You know what? Okay.
If I brought that girl that was an 8 to United States, everybody be like, damn. But I stayed there so long that the 8 didn't excite me anymore. I was like, oh, she's cute.
I agree. I agree. You know, when you're there for quite a while, everyone started looking the same. It's like, okay, like that thrill of newness is gone. Now you're there, you live there, you go to the gym there, you see the first day in the gym in that country, you're like, God damn, you can't even concentrate. But after 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you going to that same gym and within that country, you start ignoring everybody. You there focus and get your workout and you go home. But they are paying attention to you. And that's something I've learned like during my travels. The more time you frequent there and you get around the city area outside of tourist areas, man, you start realizing like, man, there's a lot of attractive people, but also too, there's no need for you to sweat them because there's another baddie right there in this corner, in that corner. So it gets to the point where it's like, whatever.
Correct. And I think that's the difference between someone who stays in the country a long time and the weekend warrior. Somebody who stays there, you don't even turn your head anymore. You're like, man, it's nothing.
I'll tell you this, man. My last trip, I was in Brazil. I went to 4x4, right? You've been to 4x4, right?
Oh, man. Yeah.
Hey, I've been going to 4x4 since 2017, man. You know, that was my place just to do some fuck shit for the day. I was there for the last time, man. I was there. I didn't want to be there. Like, it was nothing but just patties all around. I'm like, this shit ain't for me.
You know, the last time I went, I actually brought my girl there. We just went there and just chilled, just laughing. We was with this Asian dude, man, and he was so, I ain't never, look, I've never met a man in my life that was as cheap as him. I never.
Hey, I probably got to do that to beat him cheap wise. And
we sat there and just laughed at him, man. We was chilling there. But you go for a different reason. It becomes just entertaining. You just start to watch and look at people.
But like the whole story behind this, like my last trip in Brazil, is that even at the beach, man, it's like I kind of just felt numb to it.
Mm-hmm.
Now I had a couple of new guys with me. I was kind of living through them because they were like goo goo gaga off of every shit. I'm like, whatever. But yeah, it's like once you get to the point where you used to just seeing baddies everywhere you go, and you've gone to multiple countries and you're seeing baddies, like whatever. It's like it is what it is now. It's like, okay, I'm used to seeing that now. But to someone who lives somewhere, in fucking, somewhere in Augusta, Georgia, or or somewhere in a small city that goes to another country, man, yeah, man, they're gonna be blown out of the water when they see that stuff, man, and they get easily gassed. But for me, now overseas, it's just like whatever. Like I got to see something extremely exotic, like something completely different, like a redhead type of something that's gonna make me like see that person like, damn, I've never seen this before.
Generation Love said he sees more hustle in DR than hospitality. I would ask, where have you been in DR?
Yeah.
Because I tell dudes to get on the bus from Santo Domingo and everywhere it stops, it's a whole different place. Bonao, La Vega, Mocha,
Constanza. Shit, if you go to Santiago, the further up you go, that's a whole different atmosphere. Like you don't realize when you go to Constanza, it's like 40 degrees, 30 degrees up there. So
and a whole different look.
Whole different look. When you see blue eyes, completely white, light-skinned Dominicans. Like these are the Dominicans you don't see on the coastal. They look completely European. Then certain parts of DR or certain parts of Colombia, you see more of the native-looking type of people, or more the mulatto type of people. It's like the thing is, people get stuck on stupid on one particular area. Like Colombia, when you go to Bogota, it's a different look. Medellin is a different look. Cali is a different look. Cartagena is a different look. Chocó is a different look. Buenaventura is a different look. But the thing is, people get stuck on stupid in one particular area, and they think that that they're expert for that whole entire country.
Let me get this next super chat out, and then we go to the next video. Thank you for the 15 shillings. I was told by Passport Blueprint. He says, as a 27-year-old black man, Kanal was the one reason I traveled in 2023. I just want to say I appreciate you, brother.
Oh, thank you, man. Hey, I appreciate you, man. What?
And I said he's giving you some flowers.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. Listen,
what video was BCG? What is that?
Huh?
I don't know.
It says he saw.
Oh, I did a video. I did a live.
Oh,
I did a live when I first got here at a Starbucks overlooking the street, and he said he saw that video.
Hey, can I go back to the 27-year-old black man? I just wanted to say something.
Yeah.
Hey, I just want to say thank you, man. I appreciate that. The fact that you were inspired to travel, that's my winning. At the end of the day, I'm just passing the torch. Someone sat me down, taught me the game 20 years ago, and I ran with it. So all I'm doing is just doing the same thing now. 47 years old, married now with a 1-year-old. My traveling days has slowed down a lot, but
it ain't over. But
it's not over. It's not over, but it's slowed down a lot. But if I can inspire the next generation to go out there to pick up a passport and see the world for what it is and what it has to offer, I love to see that. So thank you, brother, man.
I'm gonna call you to the carpet, Kanal. I'm gonna call you to the carpet, man.
Oh, shit. What did I say now?
Because here's the thing, I think that you lacked in, and you really fumbled the ball. Really fumbled the ball. I'm gonna use 2 places. I'm gonna use 3 places that I know in the last year that you really could have made an impact. When we went to Cuba, you could have really videoed and showed how brothers go to Cuba and do things other than sex. You went to Mexico City. You could have videotaped everything that you did in Mexico City that was not sex related. You went to Cali, Colombia, and you let other brothers broadcast when you could have really been showing everything that you did outside of just having a good time. And I say that because somebody like this gentleman and the people watch, we say we go places, but we let the fuckery get seen when we could have really been broadcast. I mean, just think of everything we did. African American heritage. We took a tour. We went to all the popular spaces. I'm just talking about in Cuba.
Yeah,
we went
Cuba,
to the beach.
I remember.
Went to salsa clubs. We went all of these places that had nothing to do with anything with women, and we never really demonstrated that to other people.
But you know what, man? Listen, first of all, I want to shout out to you and your wife, your beautiful wife, man. Because your wife, she made the trip a lot grander and amazing. Again, to this day, she still owes her flowers, man. It's like she made that Cuba trip amazing. I mean, it was good, but she made it amazing. So thank you for that. You know, sometimes, man, with these travels, man, I just enjoy the moment, man. It's like I understand as content creators want to go there and capture content, but sometimes I just want to take it all in. Like, just enjoy the moment and just understand, like, listen, I'm still a traveler. Like, I want to experience this. And sometimes as content creators, we're so focused on creating content, it takes the joy away from the trip.
If you find it, show the brothers when we was in the bar, you know, that was Cuba. And only say that to the new traveler. We travel, and a lot of times we don't, you know, you just see the dark side. You see these dudes with these girls, and you don't see the actual things that we do, the fun stuff, you know, just go to a party, let's drink, let's go to dance, let's go to eat. I mean, just the adventures that we have.
Actually, Roland, I have something in the background while Phil was talking. You can see it. So this is us in Cuba, man. We got, you know, Eric, we got Trini, we got damn, I forgot his name already. Fuck. New York dude. King of Dreams. King of Dreams, Fearless. This is us in Cuba right here, man. We're having a good time. And it's like, yeah, I caught, you know, there's Fearless right there. So I mean, guys, we took the time to get to know each other. That's another thing too, guys. This is our first time meeting up in person. So this was like a get to know us type of trip. We got to know each other and fellowship and network, but also we experienced, we learned a lot. So sometimes, man, you try to gather as much content as possible, but also too, you want to put the camera down and just enjoy the fellowshipping and the brotherhood. And which I have with Fearless, man. I consider Fearless a brother, Roland's a brother. And yeah, man, this is what traveling is all about, creating experiences, man. Go ahead, Fearless.
No, I was saying this is a great thing that I don't think that we show enough of, to say, man, we actually, in none of these pics, it's like, oh man, y'all got these hoes, you got this.
Nope.
It's actually a cultural experience, food experience, sightseeing places. And you can do, even if you want chicks, say you want chicks, you can still do everything we did and have them as a side piece. You just don't have to make it your focus, because when you make it your focus, you miss out on a lot of things, a lot of culture, just a whole different experience that you miss out on.
Yeah. And don't get twisted now. We got some action, dog. I'm saying, don't get twisted. Like I tell people, don't get twisted. I ain't that holy, but at the same time, my trip ain't all about that. Enjoy the time. Go ahead.
and I just think if we show more of that I think we can change really what the perception.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna push back for this because you and Roland have been making fun of my Cali trips. Y'all be saying I post so many of my damn Cali videos and shit. Y'all got tired of watching my damn Cali videos. So guess what? Fuck y'all. I ain't posting my shit no more.
Well, we actually turned it into a game. Every time you played one of those videos.
That was my last trip. What the hell you expect me to show, man?
We were taking shots every time you played.
Are you serious? Y'all playing game with my fucking
We were
content.
getting drunk. Yeah, we were getting drunk.
All right, see? All right, okay. I'm sharing content with you guys. Shit, I was the only one that was fucking traveling at the time too.
Yeah, you were, man. You were. I was the
only one putting in work. While you guys were still in the States, I was the one putting in work. Mexico City.
And we appreciate you.
Columbia. What happened?
We appreciate you for it.
Nah, man, you guys are making fun of my shit, bro. I don't like that.
You know, I'm gonna tell you a story. My mom used to cook for a family of 15. It was just me and my brother growing up. And after you have the same meal 3 days in a row, you don't want to eat it no more. You damn near get sick of it. So then you got to turn it into something entertaining. So that's what we did. We turned it into something entertaining. You know what I'm saying?
Next in line. Hey, how's it going? How you doing today, sir? How was your trip? Oh, man, my trip was great. Oh, nice. Where are you coming from? I was in Thailand. Did you visit Bangkok? Funny enough, the locals actually call it Krung Thep. They must have changed it where your ass left. Sir, there's a new policy where we're required to check phones now. Can I see yours? What is this, like a new policy? You gotta check everyone's phone? Not all of them, just the ones we suspect have suspicious activity. Do you really have to check it? That's policy, man. What's on there, man? I don't want to say. You gonna make me have to go through this? I'm sorry.
Take my job. Make that mess. You did, King. I made that mess. Yes, King.
Can I pass? You want to deport yourself? Or yeah, you right. You know, I'm gonna do that.
That's crazy, man.
No, what the hell you got us watching up in here?
No, okay. The whole
this is just as bad as the prostate conversation, bro. What's going on up in here?
The whole premise of this, guys, be careful what you have on your phone because now they are checking people's phone. What I normally do when I fly in back in the States, man, I always power off my phone. I power off my phone and I put it deep in my bag and say, listen, they can't make you turn your phone on. So, like, as long as your phone is off, they could turn it on, but you can refuse not to put the password in. So that's just a trick for any guys coming back in the country. You got some fuck shit on your phone. Be careful because they are checking people's phone if your phone is on. That's why I always tell people to power off their phones.
Another thing is, just so y'all know, fingerprints and facial recognition they can get. They don't have to compel you. A password, you cannot get somebody's password.
Yep.
So you can always say, I don't know what it is.
Yep.
But that's why they got the cloud, brothers. They got the cloud. Just get it off your phone. Put that on the cloud.
The thing is, you got to guess the right finger. I ain't just going to tell you what finger I use. And it ain't the normal goddamn finger.
And that's why I tell guys all the time, man, like whenever you go through customs, when you come back to the States through TSA, power off your phone. And also too, guys, listen, man, like Phyllis mentioned, you got the cloud already. Make sure you upload your picture to the cloud and delete the pictures off your phone. It's already in the cloud. So you can always come back and retrieve those pictures. So just always do that, man. Don't leave proof that you did something crazy that may hurt you in return.
And that works the other way too. I know a gentleman who brought a girl from Brazil, and you know, this wasn't her first time in the U.S. She came this time. They said, let's check your phone. They checked the phone and they see what profession she had been in. I don't know if she was currently doing that, but she had been in that profession. And she didn't make it out of the airport. They put her right back on the plane and sent her right back home.
Yeah. So that was the whole premise of that video, man. It just scare some people like, hey, be careful.
Okay.
And, be mindful.
Real quick, Ronan, that was it's shekels, not shilling. Thank you, bro, for the clarification for the $6 shekel.
Not a $6 shekel, a 6 shekel. I don't think we call it a dollar.
Shekels. Well, yeah, that's true. 6 shekels. I have to get my foreign speak on. I'm out of America now. So I'm going to go ahead and play this dude, even though, you know, I got my druthers. But we're going to let Kanal cook on this.
This is for all the bros. And it's not going to be good. As you know, I live in Colombia. Bros, we got to do better. And I'm not saying all. We got to represent well. Especially when we're coming to Colombia and all these places. We are still men at the end of the day. Fellas, stop walking around flexing all these chains. That's how you become a target. If any of you guys are fighting people, stop doing that. You become a target. Now, I haven't seen that, but I'm just saying, this ain't America. Wrap the shit up. I'm not playing with you. Stop having sex with all these women without a condom. Some of them have diseases. Stop doing that. I get it. It feels better. Maybe you want to go on a kamikaze mission. I don't want that for you. I want you to live the best life that you can live fully. And that's not by doing that. There are Colombian women that know that they have diseases and they're purposely trying to give the disease because they're upset that somebody gave it to them. And it's rampant in Cartagena now. Shoot, there's videos out about it. So let's make a pact today and represent the brohood at the top level, at the best level. And the last thing, fellas, get your asses in the gym. I see too many freaking big ass bellies walking around. You mean we got all this money, we have all this fun, all this opportunity, and we being that lazy with our own bodies, our own temples? I love us. I really do. But apparently you don't love you. Shoot, I had to lose over 70 pounds myself because I stopped looking at myself in the mirror. Now when I walk down the street, I feel good, my pockets are good, my life is good. And I want you guys to feel the exact same way every day. Let's get it, bros.
I know Kanal wanted this one. Go ahead, brother.
No. I mean, where is the lie? Where is the lie in all this? I mean,
all I know is I'm on a WhatsApp group. I think you got me on that.
Yeah, it's my group.
No, not that. The Thailand Talibans or something.
Oh, okay.
Bruh. Raw Dog City.
Oh no.
I mean, they showing it Raw Dog.
That's not my group.
And I'm like, bruh.
That's not my group.
Yeah, that's a group. When I went to Thailand, one of y'all put me in. It was like, oh, this y'all need to meet these dudes. Bruh, that's all they showing. And I'm like, y'all just passing them around? All y'all raw dogging? I couldn't understand it. I think I sent y'all a video on that. Like, man, is this the new thing? Have I been left out? What are they doing over there?
Yeah, that's a very common thing that's been going on for a while, where guys will literally pay a pro extra just to go raw. And and also too, like a lot of guys will, have multiple guys with one entertainer, all going raw. Like it's just a lot of sick shit that you see on these WhatsApp groups, and these guys are happy to share it, man. I'm like, that's disgusting, but that's some of the sad things that's happening, and it's just like, and that's why, guys, you got to be careful who you associate yourself with, man, because you don't want your face in one of those videos, man. And these guys are literally showing their faces doing stupid shit, not understanding like, yo, this shit could come back and haunt you. So be careful, guys. Strap up. Don't share. I mean, if you have to share, stay home. And be careful, man. Just take better pride in how you carry yourself in these countries. People are looking at you. You are representing the United States. You are representing Black men of the United States. And lastly, what he said about your health, man, like, it's sad to say, and I know Ro's going to push back. I'm prepared for that pushback. Dude, us Black men, we need to take better care of our health, man. Like, I see a lot of us wobbling across these damn airports. Sloppy as fuck. It's big, smelling like Cheetos and shit. I'm speaking the truth, man. And you think that, you're going to go find a wife like that? I'm just saying, you think you're going to find a wife if that's your reason to traveling.
Yeah, you definitely not.
But it's just like, take better care of yourself, because, rest in peace to Charles Tyler. He died in Brazil. I was in Brazil when he died. I was there in 2017 when he passed away. When he first experienced a heart attack, then he actually ended up passing away a few days later. I was there. A few people that I know in the travel space have died overseas due to poor health. Take care of your fucking health, man. You flexing, you talking about you an expat or you a digital nomad, but yet have poor health. That shit's so ass backwards, man. If you're gonna live your best life overseas, just get your best version of yourself physically. You don't need to have a six-pack and none of, you don't need to be ripped. Just take care of yourself, man. Take pride, especially if you're trying to, bang someone 20 years younger than you. Dude, make sure you're capable of doing that.
Get your stamina up.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you paying the chick. What you got to prove to her? I ain't trying to prove nothing to no chick I'm paying. I'm not trying to blow her back out. She's supposed to be, I'm paying her.
I mean, she trying to rush you anyway. What you mean? She trying to get you up off of her so she can get to the next one.
Hey, y'all
trying to
prove something to this chick. Like, if I do it good, she gonna give it to me free or something.
Right. Y'all trying to give her the devil dick. She gets possessive and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't the way that goes.
Not at all, man.
I'm saving this last video that you sent for the Zesty guy. Second version.
Hold up. I want to share something with you guys real quick. It's in the back screen.
All right. Shit. I
So
ain't got nothing
here
to
we go.
drink.
So go ahead and take that shot, nigga.
I ain't got nothing to drink. I ain't got nothing to drink here.
Yeah, that's not my fault.
That's on you.
Fearless, go take that shot. Go ahead and take
I
that
saw
shot.
the minute you pulled that out, I'm like, God damn it, he's trying to make us drink.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, this is the video that they say I show some of it, which I have other videos. But this is my last trip, my official last trip. That was last year. I went to the Afro-Colombian Festival. Had a great time. Shout out to Bacchus. Yeah, great time, man. This is our spot we stayed in. We stayed in the cabana. You know, we stayed in a cool spot. This is a 6-bedroom house with a private pool. I love the wall, man, the high walls.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely privacy right there.
Yeah, man. So, I mean,
do whatever the hell you like up in there.
Yeah, man. So, again, this is the video that I get picked on where they secretly taking shots. Bastards. It's like, I didn't even know you guys were doing that shit. So, hey, here's what it is, man. And this is the other video here, which, again, guys, don't get stuck on stupid with
and I'm going to tell you the truth, it didn't matter whether you were on, it was one of our shows, or whether you were on your own show, or whether you dropped in on somebody's panel. If we saw that video, we had to take that shot.
Okay, well, hey, now you
I
only
had
two
to admit
shots.
myself to Alcoholics Anonymous after
All right, yeah. See, and I thought you guys were my homeboys, man.
We are, man. We telling you the truth.
But y'all doing this. But y'all doing this shit secretly, though, man. Y'all ain't telling me that shit now.
No, we weren't.
Well, we told you about it. We could get drunk.
Told you at one point, you're like, yo, bro.
You know what? So now I'm gonna play this shit every fucking day.
It's too late now. It's over with.
And this is the last.
We gotta find another video you don't know about.
But guys, if you've never been to Cali, Colombia, check it out, man. Highly recommend it, especially during the Afro-Colombian Festival. It happens every year in August. Go to Cali, Colombia, experience this festival. You'll love it. Trust me. They're having it this year in August. 3 days is all you need. You don't need to go anything more beyond 3 days. So this is the festival here. So that's it. Quick plug. We can move on to the next topic.
You know what you could do, right? For a little side hustle thing, you could set up an excursion type of trip and organize a group of guys going down there and get all the whole setup done like you did before. You the master planner, man. You have itineraries and everything else. By the time you get done, it's all color coordinated with destinations and option twos and shit.
The funny thing is, someone actually invited me to go this year, and he will pay for all my expenses.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he doesn't.
I hope it ain't the dude that we about to show.
No. Oh, you fucking bastard, dog. Fucking bastard. God damn, boy. Fuck you, Fearless. I just gotta say that shit, man. I put myself in that bastard.
Like, I'm gonna get him down there and I'm gonna get one of them passport bros in person.
Well, anyway, it's someone that I know. I've been giving him some tests. He's been traveling now, but because he didn't want to go by himself, he said,
"Man, oh man,
did we lose his audio? I don't know. While we wait, we're gonna go ahead and play the guy that might have invited him down to Cali."
I've been seeing y'all comment this up and down this video, and there's some truth to what y'all saying. I didn't see this firsthand, but I'm gonna tell you what I did see. We took a boat tour ride, and it takes you around different islands around Cartagena, and we went to like 3 or 4 different islands, and the last island was a party island. As you can see, it was an island. It was basically a sandbar in the middle of the ocean, and when we pulled up, I mean, it's boats and boats and boats of passport bros, tourists, or you name it. They is at this sandbar in the ocean. And the tour guide was like, when we get there, we got a table for y'all. We gonna turn up. We got a DJ, da-da-da-da-da. Girl, turn out the tables is sitting in the water. You see them fucking picnic tables in the water. The water is murky. It was a time. When I got off the boat, I just immediately stood in the corner to try to survey what the fuck was going on, because it was so many people on that island. It was so many people in the water. It was so many boats. I just stood in the corner, and when my friend that I met on the tour, she got off the boat behind me. She was like, "Why is you over here standing in the corner with your arms forward?" And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, Y'all know I work in law enforcement, so I survey every scene. When it's bugle people like this, I got to see what the fuck is going on. I got to see what's going on, who is on this island, who is walking behind me. I got to see what the hell is happening. So I get my margaritas, and I'm 3 margaritas in, and I'm having a good time. I done put aside that we got all these people around us. I done put aside that we in this murky water. I done put aside the passport bros is walking around with their
One
big
margarita.
bellies out and aluminum chains that's sparkling in the sunlight out. And we getting ready to go because we, now it's time for us to go. And I pay attention. I'm looking across the table, and then I see a group of little girls in the water too, and they just, they huddled around. And I'm in my head, I'm like, that's suspicious, but I'm drunk, so I'm not really paying attention. So one of the little girls catch me looking in their direction, and she spins around. Now all of them got on bathing suits. She spins around. The girls are like they 13, 14, 15 years old. Max 13, 14, 15. The little girl spins around and she has.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and end that. I don't even want the speculation.
Yeah.
When he said law enforcement, the only thing that went through my mind was, sir, I gotta pat you down. Spread the position. Assume the position, sir.
I mean, is that your friend that wants to take you to Cali, Colombia?
No. Okay. But anyway, I set myself up for that shit. So whatever. You know what? Listen, man, he's bullshitting. I think that's all lies. I know exactly where he went to, and they're very thorough. Colombia doesn't play that shit. And for him to say that, make that wrong assumption, is like definitely putting a bad light of black men. Now they position these men as pedos, and it's like,
facts.
That's disgusting. That's fucking disgusting, man. Okay, cool. I understand you're doing things for clickbait, and you want to get some views or whatever. But you start making some wild assumptions, like really, like, so you travel to go look at other people so you can stay in the cut. So you basically looking for shit. And that's I commented on his TikTok page, man. It's like, yo, that's all lies, because Colombia doesn't play that shit. And for him to say that, and black men are traveling to do that, man, you ain't shit for saying that.
Yeah, black dudes, they ain't even their kind of, there's probably some out there, but that's not really their genuine. They're but they travel.
Ain't not get down. No.
Yeah.
Nah, man. Nah, I mean, now do other racist men do that? Fuck yeah, they do that easily. But for him to say that and insinuate that we, men are doing that in Colombia, black men, I mean, dude, he's wrong for that. So now, whenever a man tells someone, I'm going to Cartagena, oh, you're gonna go there do this, it's like, really? Like,
yeah, nobody think that's the only time I would even think somebody doing something off, and not even us as a guys like, I'm going to Thailand. But that matters who says it.
But even with Thailand, I know what's that old boy? What's that boy from Atlanta? Damn, I have a short memory today. He always concerned about lady boys in Thailand. I mean,
Andrew.
Bro, yeah, Andrew. I mean, bro, you got to go to that particular area to find that. They're not walking around so freely as everyone think it is. You literally have to go into that particular red light district on that one street.
Aren't they just as heavy in Brazil and Colombia?
What?
Ladyboys, but there's
no, man, no. That's why it kills when people say that, man. I'm like, and the people who saying that never been there. That's the crazy part. Like, if you talk to someone who's been to Brazil, who's been to Thailand, they'll tell you it's not as what people think it is. No, it's the people that never been there always making these crazy accusations. It's like, dude, why are you constantly looking at ladyboy content? Are you? It's like, bro, are you? Because you tend to notice them a lot quicker than people that go there often.
Mm-hmm.
And then in Thailand, what they will do is, to them they think it's a third gender, so they don't hide it. It's not like, oh, I got to trick you. It's too many guys coming over there looking for that genre, so they don't even. It's like, why trick you? I'm gonna get it. I'm not gonna put my life in danger.
And also, too, guys, you have to go to a certain street one particular street or area to find that. That means if you find yourself in that one particular street or area, that means you were looking for it. So
And
it's
that's
just
the
like
same in
what?
if you go to Bogota over there in those areas, they quarter each other off. This is what you don't know over in that man Santa Fe. Everybody got their own little district.
In Bogota?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean
they got the Venezuelans, the Colombians, the transsexuals. Everybody has their own block, so to speak.
Bogota is a fun area, but I only recommend you go there during the daytime. And once you're done, take your ass out of there. Don't hang out. Don't hang out in the streets. Find that venue. Go straight into that venue, and make sure have the venue call your taxi.
Yep.
Oh no, I ain't come looking for no little bars. I ain't got no milk, no cookies, nothing. I came looking for man's butt.
Woo.
Yeah, man. But I mean, this is the stuff that passport bros have to go through now, man. Like now when people, tell people what they're doing. Like for me, I'm not afraid to promote, my Black Man Travels website and what I do, what I travel for, because I have a story to tell. So when I share it, I don't get any backlash. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit there and make you, and just hear crazy accusations, crazy assumptions about certain things that I know that men are not doing.
Yeah, I think one thing we have to do then, Kanal, is this. If we can't talk about the narrative, I think we really have to be the people who change the narrative. So maybe, if maybe we'll start posting some better content and let people know. But I will say this about the people. I told you I did an experiment on my old Fearless Travels page where I tried to do some real good content, tell some people some things, and it didn't get as many views as the stupid Sasua walking in the street. There go this chick views. I remember one of my shorts got 500,000 views, and I was like, this is the dumbest short. I mean, I'm the one who made it. That's like, what the hell do people see in this short?
Is that the one in the barbershop with the girls dancing on you?
Oh, not that one. That this was in Sasua walking on the street with just subpar people. And I said, man, is this what it's come to? That good content really doesn't get you anything, and the Negro content is what people are looking for. And I want to say this: half the people on there, this is how it works out. Half the people on there wasn't in support of it. Half the people was like, "Oh, them chicks is ugly." I took a group of Delta guys to Santa Fe. Why not? I got out the taxi. You got to go. Look, here's what you got to do to play with a passport. There's Trophy. I think it's Trophy. A whole bunch of other ones. You got to get out, and you just go right to the club.
Yeah, that's it. You don't walk
go
around.
right in.
You don't
and
walk
then the
around.
clubs are right next to each other, so you can go from one club to the other. If you're a person that's there going to the club, they not gonna bother you. It's when you start walking the street and go outside of that district, you on your own. Because if you right there, they want your money. Oh, look, and here's one thing y'all don't know. You will rarely see any videos of Santa Fe.
No, they don't play that.
They don't play
so for all you NY, Future, NC, whatever your name is, J Willows and these other guys that feel the need to take out their little camera out, you will get stabbed. You will get stabbed or shot. They don't care if you're a tourist. You will get stabbed or shot. And they don't play that. Santa Fe is the place where you know exactly where you're going. And you know where you, like other areas that's nearby, like literally you could just come out and just make a left and go into another spot. And they'll take care of you. Once they know you're American, they'll make sure you taken care of. They make sure you get back to your hotel safe. But again, know exactly where you're going. Don't try to walk around, try to post up on the street. None of that, man. Don't do that.
Yeah, your boy couldn't survive over there, man. He wouldn't make it in Santa Fe. Doing what he do? Nah.
Oh, nah.
Just wouldn't happen.
All right, fellas. Well, that was the last video. So, and we push in hour and 50 minutes exactly on the live. I don't know if you feel like you want to open up the panel.
Go ahead and open the panel, man.
I'm still during the day. It's daytime for me.
I'm wide awake, so
I don't know. I don't know what you guys what y'all feeling like, but I'll go ahead and drop the link in the chat.
Can I share my screen real quick?
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm sharing my screen in the back.
Right.
And even and to say, even with you, man, you had a video of we talked about Thailand, and it was when like me and my wife went, it was elephants, tigers, like when you went, elephants, tigers, temples.
I got like these are my shorts, right? I don't get a lot of views in my shorts because I mean the one I got over 1,000 views was this here. But a lot of my videos, I don't really get a lot of views, but it's great quality content, you know, and I talk about from where I'm staying, pictures and everything else, but people want to see like in your face type of content, and I don't make that. So you got a lot of guys like myself, like Fearless now rolling out there in the Philippines. That's showing you guys the country and the culture and everything else. And the women, if you want to see the women, you could definitely see them. But it's just like people want something that's more in your face. And the crash out type of shit. So
well, we got passport blueprint. Huh?
Ronan, it's like 1 PM. What you yawning for, brother?
I'm still adjusting to this 13-hour lag, man. I'm trying to tell you. I gave up 13 hours. Blueprint, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What you got on the topic of why all the hate towards the passport bros? You have hate towards the passport bros?
Not really. I mean, the guys that just go out there and get that, do the adventurous stuff and, want to live overseas and stuff. I don't really have any hate for those guys. It's, people that do the stupid stuff, and these guys are, just got sex on their mind and just, I mean, I don't care if you go do it, if you want to do it, but don't make it obvious. And, but, as far as that knucklehead, that Mr. Zesty and stuff like that, you're sitting over here and claiming you're in law enforcement. You're going down there, a place where a lot of that trafficking and stuff going on. Why are you getting in that mix? That's what I'm saying. Why are you there? You should be far away from that stuff.
That's the question.
And then especially after last year we lost not only one but 3 Border Patrol agents that got scoped and passed away.
Oh wow, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, we lost 3 Border Patrol agents that were down there on vacation partying, and they got scoped, and unfortunately all 3 of them didn't make it. So you shouldn't even be like down there trying to play, trying to get, the scoop on passport bros. That shouldn't even be on your radar. I don't even know why he even put that video out there.
It's for views. I mean, his stuff went viral, and I actually came across a lot of his content on TikTok, and he does a lot of reviews on 90 Day Fiancés.
Yeah.
So he's talking about how guys going overseas bringing women that are pros back to the States. Like all the women that guys are marrying are pros. That's the crazy story that he's sharing to his audience, that we going overseas to marry pros and bring them back to the state.
Well, that's a racist statement.
Man. But guess what? Someone that doesn't know any better, they're gonna eat that up, man. So it's like, it's what it is.
Yeah, and that's the problem, because you know, you don't know who these people are. I know a lot of people who are not pros that, you know, they got married to American men that are here. Just regular, you know, citizens and stuff like that.
I mean, one thing is I could say, and I admit, like, you know, whenever my wife and I go out grocery shopping or at the park with the kids and everything else, we do get a lot of looks. We do get a lot of looks, and it's just like, especially, you know, from the same people. And I don't know what it is. It's just like they just trying to figure out, okay, that's odd, you know, for them. But I'm like, well, you had your chance. Shit. When I was out here dating, trying to make things happen, I was not a good fit.
Well, I want to say one thing. I want to give Kanal his flowers, because that whole Mexico City trip that I took, that was like more than what I expected.
Yeah.
No, no, you don't even realize how more expected that I got, because when I went to Polanco,
Yep, I say that.
It reminded me so much of Tel Aviv, Israel. The way it was laid out. That's how much it blew my mind. Because if you notice how the streets were that was going from, I believe, east to west, you had the regular street, and then you had this big tree-lined sidewalk.
Yeah, sidewalk. You can walk in the middle.
Yeah, in the middle, and then you had the other street going the opposite. That's how Tel Aviv was like. And it brought me so many memories. And plus, there's our Israelis that live there. It just reminded me so much of being back in Israel. I was just like, wow. It just really just took me back so much. And, you know, and it was just like super, super friendly people. Very, very accommodating. I had such a wonderful time being out there. And that's what traveling should be about. It's the experience. And I had such a wonderful experience just being out in Mexico City. I mostly stayed in Polanco because I had some business to take care of, which basically right now I am a dual resident of both the United States and Mexico. I have to go back to renew my resident card. And the office that I had to do my stuff at is in Polanco. So, you know, it was just a wonderful experience just walking around there. People were so chill, and, you know, it was just a great experience. And that's what traveling is about. It's not about women. It's about the experience. And a lot of you guys are going to miss out on those opportunities to enjoy that experience, you know, because you're so busy wanting to chase, you know, tail, you're missing out on what's around you. And sometimes you're going to make bad choices that, you know, you're going to end up losing money and time and all this other stuff, because some of these places you're going to, you know, like, for example, Mexico is non-territorial taxes. That means I make foreign money. They don't tax it. You guys want to go rush over to Brazil, they'll tax your foreign dollars. You know, you're not even thinking about things like that. You're not thinking about, you know, what is the social situations in these countries? You know, am I going to be treated fairly? You're not thinking about, you know, the cost of living increases because of gentrification and things like that. Or can you get a job, a regular job, working in these countries, making their money? You're not thinking about those things because you're too busy thinking about women. And that's going to be your downfall when you go to these countries. Go there, enjoy the experience, and do your research and do your homework and enjoy life and be part of that community and understand it. You know, just like when I went to Mexico City, it was just so accommodating to me. It was just, it captured me. I just loved it.
Yeah, Mexico City's cool, man. I went to a couple of hip hop spots, vibe playing old school hip hop, like old school house music. I mean, Mexico City is a vibe, man. I like the coastal cities. I'm not a big fan of, but Mexico City is a vibe. The only thing is the high elevation. That first day did take me out.
Well, it didn't bother me at all.
Shit, well, it bothered me. But I'm glad you had a good time, man.
It was absolutely wonderful. I even did a video on that. Roland jumped in on that one, on that live. But yeah, I was at one wonderful place that I stayed at, Capalia Apartments on the Edgar Allan Poe. Beautiful apartment. Oh my God, it was so beautiful and inexpensive too. I think I paid a little over $400 for 4 days.
That's not bad. That's good.
Yeah, it was just a wonderful experience. The mall, that expensive ass mall across the street, had some great. Actually, I met up with Pablo Frescobar. He was there, visiting.
Okay.
Yeah, we chopped it up and we talked and stuff. We had lunch and he enjoyed it. He was like, "God, I gotta spend some more time in Mexico City and stuff." He liked it. So it really, wore off on him as well. And he, you had a Rodeo Drive with all these high-end stores and stuff. It was just, it took me by surprise. I really enjoyed myself, and I'm gonna plan on going back there soon.
Okay, cool, man.
But these people don't know nothing about this whole passport bro thing, and they, you just stop hating on it, because it's like, why you hating on something that you have known nothing about, or like you said, guys get mad because they can't get hoes in the state. Well, we're not going after hoes, we're going after women. These people need to stop it.
But the crazy part is like, okay, isn't that a good thing for you? I mean, you have a whole lot more to pick from.
Exactly.
If I choose not to compete, that means you're winning. So why do you need me to play in the game if I don't want to play? And you got the whole tips, you got the whole damn scoreboard.
I don't know. It's a lot. People just like drama. They just like to create drama. They want to belittle everybody because we have to go. We don't have to go overseas. It's just like we're tired of searching for what we see here, and it's like we're going overseas. And sometimes it's not even better overseas, because sometimes they get that same mentality over there as well.
Yeah, a lot of do get that same mentality, but at the same time, it's like, how much are you willing to invest in your experience? If you go there not doing your research, not understanding or trying to learn and assimilate to the culture and way of life, then yeah, it's going to be shitty experience like most people.
Yeah. I can tell you, when I went to Brazil, me and Average Man Unplugged, shout out to him, we kind of felt lost because we didn't really know the language. And if we knew the language a lot better, I think our time would have been a little bit more better. I mean, we had a great time, but I think we came out of that trip saying that, if we learned the language, it would be a lot better.
My pushback on that, learn the language, like how much time do you need to learn the language?
I think it more of just a straight basic, nothing high end, nothing,
Let me tell you this. I went there the first time. All I knew was abogado. That's all I knew.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else, I spoke English. And actually, me speaking English, I was single at the time. For anyone who want to say anything, I was single at the time. That got me more ass because I was speaking English. I spoke English wherever I went. I tried to, I used some Spanish here and there, but I didn't know a lick of Portuguese. And I still had a great time.
Mm-hmm.
I still hit up all the damn rooftop parties. I hit up the fellas. Well, I mean, the safe ones. I did the samba schools. I did everything I wanted to do. I had a great time while still meeting people. So sometimes people say you got to know the language. Like, how much of the language you need to know?
No,
especially
some more of a survival type of stuff. Nothing.
But if you're just there for a week, how much language are you gonna know by then? Like, my thing is use the same common sense and smarts that you have that you apply in the States, take it overseas with you. Now the thing is, just be smart how you move. Smile, be cordial, be nice, and don't go to places where you're not supposed to go.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. But I mean, I had a few, like, I don't know no Portuguese at all. And I've been to Sao Paulo, I've been to Bahia, and I've been to Rio plenty of times. and I still had a great time. I didn't have a hard time meeting people. It's just, again, I just kind of carry a pleasant personality. Like, hey, listen, I want to have fun. Of course, Google Translate here and there, but when you try to make an effort that you want to learn, that's cool. But don't wait until you know the language for you to go travel to a place. Just know a couple of words, like the very basics. Go out there, experience it for a week. Now, if you feel like you want to come back, yeah, go ahead and take classes.
Yeah, and that's what we kind of were at and stuff like that. But we just kind of felt we should have learned more. But we still had a great time. I mean, we didn't say we had a lousy time. We enjoyed ourselves. We loved it. Oh my God, the baddies were just gorgeous down there. And you can't go to that place with a fat belly and stuff like that. You really got to put yourself in shape. You got to be healthy, and that's another thing. You got to put your health first.
And one thing people don't want to admit, Latin America is very vain.
Oh yeah, it is.
So when people say like, just go come as you are, bullshit. Like, take pride in how you look, because Latin America, they do care and how you look, how you smell, how you dress. They care about that. So even in Africa, when I was in South Africa, same thing. They care about how you smell, how you look, how you present yourself. If you go in there wearing socks and sandals with some jersey shorts, though, that's not gonna do anything for you. Now you could go to the 4x4s, the Mavs, the Dolce Vito. Yeah, those are all pros. But if you're trying to go where the locals are, where you can meet everyday people, you got to look presentable. But also, too, it all depends what type of class you want to be in. You want to be more the lower tier people, middle class people, upper class. All that shit changes, because like you party in Copacabana is completely different when you go to Baja Tijuca. Baja Tijuca, that's where the money is.
Oh yeah.
So it's like those are things that people need to take into consideration, man. It's like you can't just show up and think that, oh, girls are gonna fall on their knees and worship you. That bullshit story that dudes used to say a lot. That's all bullshit, man.
I mean, Brazil is so vast, man. It's like I've been to Brazil 7 times, but I only been to Rio and Sao Paulo. That's the first place I've been to. What I'm saying is, I'm trying to.
Is it me or is he cutting out some? You're cutting out a little bit more.
Oh, cutting out. Can you hear me now?
That's a lot better.
That's a lot better.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I would say that only been to 2 cities. Only been to Sao Paulo and Rio, and I've been 7 times. But Brazil is like the United States, man. It's huge, man. So a lot of people's only been to certain parts, and I want to venture out. I want to see Bahia, some of the other spots people keep talking about, some of the other towns. But I just wanted to say, man, what I learned about Brazil, a lot of brothers, they go to Rio, and they stay in the same circumference, man. They stay in the same area, yo. They don't really venture out like that. Because Rio is vast, too. Rio is huge, too. So it's like, it's so many parts that Rio, every time I go to Rio, man, there's some parts I ain't been to. And it's just like, yo, and I've been to Rio 7 times. And it's just like, yo, I mean, all I'm saying is you got to get out. It's like the United States, man. It's big. So just because you've been to Brazil don't mean you go Brazil. You know what I'm saying? I want to go to South Africa because I'm hearing a lot about South Africa. So I definitely want to hit up South Africa, though.
And that's why, like, when I hear people talk about these cities, they try to position themselves as experts after 1 or 2 trips, but they always stay in the same particular area. In Rio, I mean, I stayed in different beach areas, from Copacabana to LeBlanc to Ipanema. I partied in Baja Tijuca, partied in Monteria, where's Black Rio at. I've been to São Paulo, been to Bahia. So it's like I could speak on Brazil. Like I could really talk about it. I caught flights within the country to different cities. I could tell you how to do that. But when you hear people that talk about Brazil, like they speak it as they've been across the entire country when they just only been to like one city block. And most guys that go to Brazil, they go to Copacabana, and they normally stay by Mavs or the Dolce Vita area, and that's it. Postal 5 area.
No, that's true. A lot of brothers I know, they stay in the
What the hell is up with Postal 5, man? Why is that like the ghetto? I'm sorry.
This is the spot that a lot of the guys were going there, and they always promoted that area because that's where all the pros are. So
But there's other pros throughout. But Post 5 is like the hood of Copacabana. I mean, the
it
one
is.
spot.
It is.
That's what 50 yards square, 50 square yards. It's the hood.
But they don't
it's
know,
homeless
like,
people up in that area.
yeah, and actually a lot of the people from the favelas go to Poster 5. So not knowing that, hey, if you could go to Reggae Beach, like Reggae Beach is right across by Mabs, but they don't know about that. I mean, not Reggae Beach, Rasta Beach, and it's like, dude, that's a whole different vibe. You could go to Baja de Juca, it's a whole different vibe. So it's like there's so many different places you could go in Rio. They can have a good time. Then of course, if you want, there's other smaller beach cities you could visit. Bahia, that's Black Brazil, which I prefer. But again, you don't hear brothers talk about Bahia. They just talk about Rio.
Yeah, I stayed in Barra Tijuca. My first trip, I went to Barra Tijuca. That joint's like middle class, yo. That's like middle class neighborhood. That's the thing about Brazil. It's a nice neighborhood, Barra Tijuca. Very nice and quiet. That's why I stayed at, because I wanted to go some quiet, nice little area. You know what I'm saying? That joint was peaceful, man. I was Barra Tijuca. That's where the people work every day, got money, yeah. Gated community. Stay there.
Yeah, and it's like if you in Rio, go to Madeira. That's where all the that's another area where all the blacks, Brazilians stay. It's an area called Rio Black Rio, Casa Rio Black. You go there. Outside is a block festival they have every Saturdays where they do their line dances. Dude, you out there, man, you blend in. They think you're Brazilian because everyone looks just like you.
Say the name of that spot again.
Madeira. Maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong. Madeira. It's just Google it. Just try to spell it as you best you can. Madeira is an area called Casa Black Rio. It's like a little small spot, but man,
Yeah, I've never been there, bro.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? I've never been there. And I've been there 7 times.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, at the end of the day, like I see how Roland moves. He not Roland, Fearless move. He and I kind of travel the same way. I'm more the explorer type. I don't like to stay in one place. Like, I gotta see what's out there. So I'll literally do a damn Google Maps, try to figure out where all the spots are, where I could go, and that's how I find spots. So I go places where a lot of guys won't go because they're not researching, but I am.
I like Lapa too. Lapa's pretty crowded too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found out about Black Man Travels. You told me about Santa Fe.
Yeah.
I didn't know Santa Fe was in Sosua, and that's why I went there. I was like, I'm gonna head out. I looked at it. I was like, man, I had been there and never knew that Santa Fe was there. And I think
Santa Fe,
9%
the beach resort area, Santa Fe.
Yes, in Sosua.
In Sosua. A lot of guys don't even know about that spot. And it's done but baddies over there. But dude, see,
wait. I thought we were traveling for culture. How did we switch over to the
baddies? No. Santa Fe is a spot you could go. You could take your family there and have a great time. But the thing is, when people think of Sosua, they only think of one thing, not knowing that Sosua has so much more to offer. But the fact that guys don't explore beyond that city block, they will never see that.
Yeah, man. I tell you, man, you got to get out. You got to travel in the country, man. And I be feeling so bad sometimes because I be like, dang, I've been to this spot so many times and I still missed out on something. And what I love about Brazil, the malls are so nice, man. All the shopping centers, they huge, nice, up to date. I mean, it's just, man, it's a lot of parts of Brazil that's really nice, man.
Yeah.
That's the parts I go to, But then I was hanging with this one dude. He's like, Mercy, man, you boring, man. You boring, Mercy. You like to have everything planned out. I said, yeah, I like to have everything, know where I'm going. I done got the ratings. Every spot I go to, I get the rate. Like a restaurant, I look at the ratings on it. Got good ratings, good meals, good. I mean, everything, good women, everything. Had everything nice, mapped out for my brother. Brother talking about, oh man, we got women and all this, man, but we got to hit the street, Mercy. Come on, we got to hit the street. I'm like, hit the street, bro.
Nah,
bro.
I ain't doing that dumb shit. Hit the streets. I already know where I'm going. Every trip, and Fearless could tell you, I got my trip planned by day, each day by the hour. I know where I'm going. Option, plan A and plan B. I already know what restaurants I want to go to, what rooftop lounges I want to go to, what tourist spots I want to go to, all the nightclubs, everything. I already know that shits are fully mapped out. Now, while I'm there, I'll still ask around to get some more ideas. But we're not walking these streets. I ain't doing that. I'm too old for that shit. I'm serious. Like, dudes just want to walk around. Like, okay, where? That's how dudes get robbed. Like, you just gonna walk around? Like, where we going? We're just gonna walk. Like, okay, I'm gonna take my ass back inside the house and plan this shit out more thoroughly.
Yeah, let me tell you, if you need a daily event schedule, he had it mapped. Like 12 o'clock would be in the African main place. At 10, we going here. It was so you knew when you looked at it that day, like what's on your agenda.
Yeah.
And it just made it easier because it's like maybe you might stray from it or you can roll, but you knew like, oh, okay. Every day I got something planned that has culture, has food, it has everything that you want in it.
Yeah. Like even at nighttime, like we already knew what spots we were going to. Like when we did it in Cuba, when we went to that spot, that museum spot, that big ass warehouse. So I mean, we already knew what we were going to. We already knew things we wanted to do, and that's where it's supposed to be. If you really want to have effective experience, plan your trip out. Do your research, man. Like before you take this trip, sit down, Google Map, read reviews, find spots, man. Because again, you may find a cool spot that's right next to your apartment, but the fact that you didn't do your research, you missed out on it.
I like going to some of the massage parlors, bro. I read the reviews on them. Bro, I'm telling you, I don't play. And I was like, dude, I ratings everything we talking about, bro. And I'm like, hit the street, Mercy. We gotta hit the street. Hit the street. Man, we got everything we need up in this joint. Everything. But dude branched off. I mean, he cool. He was married and everything. He had a wife back at home.
And that's the thing too, guys. Be careful when you travel with married dudes. They tend to be the most thirstiest niggas out there. They're more thirsty than the single dudes. Based on my experience, what I've noticed, like, hey, especially a married dude ain't used to getting no ass, dude, he tend to be super aggressive, super thirsty, just super of everything. And that's something I've noticed with a lot of married guys when they do travel. It's just like they just so overly anxious to do something. And I'm like, bro, take it easy. Next, they get caught up.
It seems like the married dudes, like, man, y'all married, man, like y'all banging more women than I'm banging, man. I'm just like, man, they be all out, bro. All kind of money. I be like, dang, go on, bro. You really gotta spend all that money like that? They be having fun. I just be like,
because they look at it like I can only I got this much time and I got to do everything I can in this time because my wife ain't letting me out the house no more.
Yeah,
that's why I love solo traveling. I love it. I don't have to worry about nobody, waiting on nobody, and such ain't got no more money, and all this other BS. So I solo travel a lot.
My thing is this, man. I'm a huge solo traveler as well, but also too, I like traveling with like-minded brothers. So find a group of guys that think and move the way you do. That's only gonna work. If you travel with someone that's complete opposite of you, it's not gonna work.
Yeah, that's why I did that broadcast with Average Man Unplugged, because we're kind of like-minded, and like I said, we had a great time when we was in Brazil. It was a great broadcast that we had, and we did a lot of great things, and it was just fun. We just had a blast over there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have y'all seen it? It's a little commercial. I think I've seen it on YouTube, TikTok, and the guys are sitting at the table and they're like, "Oh, you just went to Colombia." They're talking about what he wants to do, and they said, "Well, what did you do?" He's like, "Oh, we just went these places." And he's like, "Well, did you like the food?" He's like, "I don't really remember." He's like, "Do you like the all these questions about Colombia?" He's like, "Yeah, I never went there." He's like, "But I loved it."
Yeah.
And that's kind of how the guys are. They never went anywhere, but they love it. So it's crazy.
Is it Roland sleeping?
No, I'm not asleep.
It's the middle of the day there. I don't know what he talking about.
Man.
Or your computer screen's frozen.
My screen ain't frozen. Y'all can't hear me?
No,
we can hear you, but you looking like you sleep over there.
No, I ain't sleep.
You ain't moved for 5 minutes, brother.
All I'm saying is I had
there
breakfast
you
this
go.
morning. So, I got a little bit of Sunday-itis. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's it, man. I mean, it's been a good topic, man. Does anyone else want to come up or have any other questions?
Well, happy Mother's Day to you guys.
If not, happy Mother's Day to all you guys that still have the blessing of your mother's presence. It is a blessing, to still have your mother on this earth. So, hopefully you guys are calling them up and thanking them for your presence being on this planet.
Yeah. Haitians and Dominicans celebrate the Mother's Day at the end of the month. Yeah, so they get 2 Mother's Days. The English one, and now the Dominican one. So my wife, she was saying, like, hey, listen, instead of taking me to a restaurant, can we just go to a seafood spot, get some seafood, and we'll just cook it and have like a seafood broil? So we went, got like 2 live lobsters, some bunch of crab legs, some bunch of shrimp, calamari. So she seasoned it today, going do all the cooking tomorrow. You just want to sit there and drink some Presidentes and eat some seafood.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that's the Mother's Day gift. That's what she wanted to do. I'm like, all right, cool. We could go to a restaurant. Like, nah, I'd rather use that money towards that. And guess what? All that fish, all that seafood we brought only came to $100.
Yeah, less than what you would spend at a restaurant anyway.
Man, 2 live lobsters, man, big lobsters, shrimp, bunch of crab legs. Like I got a 2-pound snapper, and some fixings, and some stuff, some side dishes that we could get, all for $125.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Man, imagine paying for all that in a restaurant.
Oh, yeah, definitely $500.
Yeah.
It looks like your favorite talk show host wants to come up and talk to you, Ronan.
He does? What you mean? I don't see him.
Well, that's what he said. He's asking you, can he come up? He'd like to have a word.
I don't know. Can he come up? I don't know if he's capable. Is he coming? Yeah. I mean, is he sober?
Well, usually he's coming on like about 7 in the morning. So by this time he might be.
That's a problem. Yeah, he could already turned up already.
He might be roasted.
All right, man.
I mean, if y'all got time, he got times. I'm not. But my thing is, it's like what 12 something, 1 o'clock in the morning there for you.
It's 2 o'clock here for me.
Yeah. So
Richard, come up next Thursday.
I ain't got nothing but time. It's only whatever time here.
Yeah, y'all in your same time over there.
Yeah, it's 2:07. Yeah, it's 2:07.
Well, I mean, if you could keep the live going, and you can entertain them, I'll probably jump off.
I'm not trying to entertain nobody right now.
Yeah, man. But it was a great topic, man. It's like, again, to BMT Live, man, bro. Hey, whenever you want to do a one-on-one, I'm more than happy to do it, man. So, like I said, I'm not a passport bro hater. I was just a critical.
Yeah, you actually defended him today, real strong too. He came in and said y'all have beef that y'all still need to get off your chest.
Nah, I'm good, man. Shit, I ain't got no. That's the thing. Is like I ain't got beef with nobody. Like, what for? Like I never met your ass. It's like we're at different stages. Especially now, I'm in a different stage of my life, man. It's like ain't that serious.
Right. What was that? Passport Blueprint that just dropped out?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, fellas, you guys want to close it down? We got an exit video.
No, I mean, I can show my Colombian videos. I get a shot off of that.
I don't have no shots, so I don't have any alcohol. Right
now, well, I mean, my thing is this, man. I think for all the haters out there, I mean, if you don't care about us, you consider us as bottom feeders, lames, losers, and and all the above. Why do you care what we do overseas? Why do you care that we're leaving and exploring other options? Why do you care that we refuse to partake in the fuck shit that's here? Why do you care? If anything, you should be happy because that's better competition for you. I mean, that's no competition for you. And for the guys who are traveling, man, just do better, man. It's like there's ways you could actually conduct yourself, do your research, plan accordingly, and just represent us, make better choices, man. And that's it for me.
Fearless.
And I promise y'all, when I get a little more time, I'm gonna start back on some vacation videos, and we're gonna do it right this time. I don't hate. I think it's evolved, and I hope that it continues to evolve as young men get accustomed to try. I think there was just a spurt of about 2 or 3 years where people were not accustomed to traveling, and they just went straight, kids and candy stores. I think once that has settled down, that real traveling and traveling for a purpose of taking over. So that's what I like. We just evolved.
Yep.
Okay. All right, I guess that's the last word. No, I've always said it. I've said it plenty of times and plenty of panels. As we age, we should be evolving. You should not be doing the same thing. I was just on another panel last week talking about at 58 years old, I shouldn't be hanging out in a motherfucking club. I should already have some kind of developed circle or a way to develop a circle. I'm not talking about a nice like easy listening club or something like that where you're at a cigar bar or something having a drink, Vassier or something, a cigar, that type of club, fine. But I shouldn't be in a club, music all up, certain age group in the room. I'm looking a little weird in that situation to me. Young guys are aging into this game. Young guys are aging into wanting to travel because they still have the same experience here in the United States and other countries where westernized women have a certain opinion about who they do and don't want to date. So us guys as older guys should be mentoring them in those ways of how they should travel, their thought process, and how to assess certain things when it comes to risk management while they're traveling abroad. Those are the type of messages as we get older, we should be teaching the young. So kudos to the Passport Bros and Aaron for teaching these guys how to transition from what the projected Passport Bro mentality was to something better. And I hope he continues to encourage that that within his own group that he runs. But why all the hate is because people are bored. They don't have nothing else to do. They're trapped in the United States. They're trapped in their own little mind box, and whatever society dictates to them, they want to stay in that box. The whole thing about a Passport Bro is you're thinking outside the box when you're willing to step outside your country. And that's the best way to grow. The more you travel outside the country, the more you're going to have a better appreciation for the country that you came from. And the smarter you get because you understand other cultures are out there and you're getting a lot wiser. So haters going to hate. You got to run your life the way you run your life. You can't worry about what everybody else's opinion is because as they say, opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one. But ain't nobody putting in on your life. You know, so get out there, go see the world, experience what you want to experience, and conduct yourself as a competent, intelligent young men, or men, period, depending on how old you are. You ain't got to get out there and shuck and jive, peacock for the fucking crowd, poke your chest out and do all this other bullshit. Just act like you've been there before. All right? That's all I got.
Yeah. All right, fellas, man. Hey, it was a good night, man. Happy Mother's Day to all the ladies out there. And guys, have a good night. Or for rolling, man. You start your day. You got a long day ahead of you.
Yeah, I already did a lot of work. You got me hustling this morning.
All right, fellas, man. You guys have a good night.
All right, brothers. Y'all have a good night. Yeah, my day is still going. Who's pushing the button?
I know I've been quiet for a minute, I've been grinding, still in it, I've been counting these digits, excuse me. I know I've been quiet for a minute, but I'm back on my business. If you see me, don't trip, just excuse me. Wrong. That's why I do me no matter what, so excuse me. Lie if I do, lie if I don't. The proof is in the story, you can see that, excuse me. The crash came when the cash came, spend it for you get it like those rookies all on draft day. For the love like it's match game, hit the ground. They really do it for my last name. They act different when the facts change. I'm not with the tip for tat games. In my own league, I don't hang with lame. I know I've been quiet for a minute, but I'm back on my business. If you see me, don't trip, just excuse me. Wrong if I do, wrong if I don't. That's why I do me no matter what, so excuse me. Lie if I do, lie